Hello. Welcome in, everyone. We're doing the regularly scheduled stream of the Wednesdays. We did have that nice little video on this week. It was the Sha Yu, or is that coming out tomorrow? Did I misclick? Let me check here. It's scheduled for tomorrow. Okay. Well, doesn't really matter. Yeah, I've been having scheduling issues in my brain all week. I was supposed to go to my daughter's school presentation or whatever, and it was the wrong day, and I asked for the wrong day off at work, and things kept getting bad, and now I'm messing up my everything else. All right, well, we're here. We're gonna talk about 75-ton regular inner sphere battle mechs, even though we've been talking about the clan ones for a little bit before the stream. So we've got Crab with us and Armor with us for now. Maybe other people will show up. I don't know. As usual, I'm more or less open to people showing up. Yes, well, we're gonna talk about the big problem in the room, which is the Mad Cat. That's what we were basically talking about.
You've seen it on the hollows.
The Timberwolf, as my brother likes to say, is whenever you have a mech, you have to compare it to the Timberwolf. Is it faster than the Timberwolf? Does it have more armor than a Timberwolf? Does it have more guns than a Timberwolf? And so on and so forth.
Battletech's version of the Tiger.
No, it's better than the Tiger for a single reason. It's actually reliable.
You're getting shot at by a clan mech. Run, it's a Timberwolf.
Mm-hmm.
I would, in that comparison, it'd be more like an IS. Well, no, that'd be too slow, but same amount of fear. Turn around the corner, there's an IS-2 just staring at you, and you're like, oh.
And you know it's actually going to be able to chase you down because the transmission's not going to blow. That's a big improvement.
Reports of whenever they were engaging a German tank, it was always a Tiger because that was the fear.
Pershing, there we go. It's a
Pershing for the U.S., yeah, or the Crusader for the British. But a Crusader was like there for like 1 month of the war, and then it became their standard tank for like 10 years after. But so we've got Shin here, welcome in, and we've got Defiant McWarrior saying that the Orion's my go-to. Well, that's one of the mech we're going to try to not talk about too much.
The VA
is a very good
Orion VA. That's a good one.
The thing is, the mechs that in the 75-ton range that people really know, that's my library here. There's a Marauder that we're going to try to, we're going to compare things to it because you compare things to the Marauder and the Orion. Those two here are your go-to for 75-tonners because they've been around since, the Marauder since the game started coming out. And the Orion was in the first TRO/reinforcement box. So those two have been around since basically forever, right?
Yeah.
So those two people really know. For the Marauder, there's enough version to make a 40-minute video. I think that's about how long my video is on it. And I didn't even touch the custom variants. The Orion is not as prolific. There's quite a few config, but not as many. Some are better. Some are more average, let's say.
It's that anti-air quirk that helps.
Yep. Orions really are both because the anti-air crack, the rugged, the easy maintain. That is your campaign mech. If you're doing things with quirks on and you just need... like that one bodyguard unit, it's got LRMs, it has an AC-10, it's got medium, it's long and short range, it's got everything, and it could be your one little anti-aircraft mech that, boom, I don't have to think about for the rest of the lance now.
You do run into that problem with it having 3 different types of ammo.
True. So, if you're doing full spreadsheet tech, then ammunition cost is going to go up a bit. But
It's not even that bad because
It-
what you've got on there is all standard stuff. SRMs, LRM, Auto 10, all
And-
pretty standard stuff.
and
The
by
inner
that
sphere is
regard,
largest medium laser.
it's nearly already a better AA mech than the Rifleman, my beloved, for the sake that it has more ammo to actually lob instead of just 1 ton of AC5 if we're talking Succession Wars.
Mm-hmm. No, it is a better anti-air mech than the Rifleman because it also won't overeat like crazy by shooting its weapons in 3025.
How bad is its heat?
Depends if you're block
I mean,
firing it.
it's 10 singles, but an Auto 10 and an LRM 15, if you're shooting at planes, is not going to burn you up. While a Rifleman, you've got 2 large lasers, and not enough heat sinks and not enough armor. While the Orion armor is an actual tank. It's a all-purpose trooper mech.
So you
Basically,
can fire that LRM-15 and AC-10 or both the medium lasers and SRM-4 and still move and be fine. It's just when you face roll the controls that it's a problem.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it really any upgrade kit that changes that to double heat sinks, which is very easy because it won't even change how much space it takes on the mech since you've got a VLAR 300 on there. I mean, you're good to go. I mean, there's a lot of easy upgrade you can do in a campaign, even if you start with a 1K, to just bring it to any standard that you really need it to be. It's going to be a discussion mainly on the 75-tonner mech, Mr. Horth, Brain Ort. We're talking about the Orion because it's your baseline, one of the 2 baseline for your 75-tonners. Let's be quite honest. And I mean, I would say even in 3025, it's very functional. It's going to go with your Thunderbolt as a standard trooper. And if you start looking at some of the fancy upgrades, well, Case, Ferrofibrous, LB10X, Artemis, double heat sinks. Yeah, the 1KB for the Royal Defense Force is basically what I was talking about. This is the good upgrade kit that you would really do. And it's not that much more expensive compared to a standard one. And even if you were playing with weird production rules and everything, I mean, it's not a Midron XL for your LB10X, so maybe the ammo's a little bit harder to find. Maybe. But that's about it.
And if you have a good chunk of change and happen to be in the Ilcon area Merc, or if you're in the Free Worlds League, the Orion Seas, because mixed tech makes everything funnier.
Oh, yeah, well, but then again, those are probably a bit hard to get because Clan Wolf is probably trying to keep those closer to their chest in a way because it's an Orion. The Black Knight is 75 ton. Yes. Penetrator,
Yes.
another great 75 ton that Nicholas is bringing up here.
Penetrator, my beloved.
It is an odd mech, and I'm surprised that it's so popular, but that's really because it was in a bunch of novels. So that probably helped it quite a bit.
That was my first thought too, was Arthur Lucifer's Penetrator.
Playing it multiple times, I can guarantee it is quite the zombie mech. I have fought in that thing with nearly 3/4 of it blown off, and it's still like I didn't hear no bell.
I mean, all you need is the ability to kick in a crossbow, and you can destroy a Hellbringer.
Yep.
So, you know.
It is
really
certainly in their sphere mech.
The quirk on the Orion are all positive. Even though 2 of them are really campaign-based, the anti-air targeting is really good. The Marauder, on the other hand...
If you're going with all the quirks, it can technically fire all of its weapons backwards.
Yes. It is a magical mech that can shoot its weapons backwards thanks to a directional torso mount, hyperextending actuator. And it's got 4 very good quirks. Not as good if you're playing a campaign, but they're very good. basic
And
as
then battle mech.
So yep. So your commander's in the Marauder, your second is in the Orion, and then have like Flashmen or a Black Knight if you're rich.
well, not even a basic Black Knight is not that expensive.
It's just who would have them.
Yeah,
How's
that's
Davion?
kind of what I meant. If you're Steiner, it would definitely be Flashmen.
Yeah. Well, we'll go over that. The Merlin's is 60-ton Defiant McWarrior, so it's a little bit lighter. The Flashman is 75-ton and probably one of the best mech in Battletech, period.
Really? That's quite the
Yes.
bold claim.
The Flashman is a beautiful thing.
I mean, the Flashman is one of those things that you can positively compare to a Timberwolf in the Inner Sphere lists.
And
It
they
is.
stopped building them.
Bunch of lasers.
It has a bunch of lasers, enough heat sinks. It's fast. It's got decent armor. Like, it's hard to. If you're just playing Inner Sphere only, it's really hard to beat. And if you're playing against Clan Mechs, your Flashman, your standard Flashman or Royal Flashman will do the trick as well. So those are very good mech.
It's just because the Black Knight is more the Comstar thing. Same as Flashman, it's more the Comstar thing. But they,
And there's a very funny C3 option if you're
Yep.
playing Combine.
yeah.
The only negative quirk the Marauder has is the exposed weapon linkage AC5, which makes the AC5 a little bit easier to damage, and not a huge deal. I think it's Galaxy Commander Esbern that was saying on my Discord that the Marauder is one of those mechs that if you play without quirks is not that great. It's okay, but not that great. And if you play with quirks, becomes very, very good. So it's a mech that really benefits from, well, the narrow low profile is huge on a mech in that particular category. And Command Battle Mech is always a really good quirk. So there's that. It also has enough armor, not too much, but enough armor. It has 2 PPCs, which is very good in Succession War era. Medium lasers are functional. AC5, well, that's why I always go with the Mad 3D, because I like a large laser better than an AC5, personally.
I think it's just when you're comparing it for battle value, you're better off going with the Awesome.
The Awesome is
That
a
would be
very
fair.
odd mech in its particular category. It's because it's kind of it's slow at 3.5, so it is cheaper just because of mobility.
Ah, that's why.
Yep.
Like, certainly for a campaign Marauder, and I mean, I did use one,
Oh yeah.
but that was because
No,
I
the
was kinda
Marauder
capped out
doesn't.
on time.
The Marauder does not have weak legs, Wayne Hort. It could. I mean, I would be okay if someone repaired its mech and ended up having bad knees. That would be possible, you know.
I could definitely see that as a balancing with it giving mechs low profile and weak legs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't, and I mean, weak legs on a. It's just that you wouldn't be able to kick as well. I guess with your Marauder, it wouldn't be a huge thing.
It just means you're more likely to get leg crits.
No, weak legs is only for death from above and kicks. You get penalties, so it's not as bad. It's a problem.
Marauders are also a fairly easy option when you get into Invasion and Civil War. If you need like just one thing with a Gauss rifle, most of the early ones didn't have a lot of ammo. Like I think the first one was the 5S, only had 1 ton of ammo for its Gauss rifle.
Mm-hmm.
But
I mean, it's still pretty good.
It's a Gauss rifle backed up with 2 ERPPCs, and you can comfortably, well enough, fire that 2-3 times before you have to cycle one to PPCs for heat.
Which one did I use? It was the one with the LBX-10.
Oh yeah, that's
yeah,
the baby Marauder 2, as my brothers sometimes call it. And Tanky's here. Welcome in, Tanky.
Hey.
What up, pimps?
The weird one's the 5D with a Streak SRM2 for some reason, but you know. It's
I
fun.
played that one. It was all right. That was my. He needed a anti-infantry weapon, and why not?
I mean, it's
I
a
And I
was
that's the one that came in Reinforcement 2 and I think the TRO 3050. So that's your standard 3050 Marauder, basically.
and I was trolling on Reddit the other day,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know if it's true or not because I've never, even the old guy who taught us how to play BattleTech
Mm-hmm.
didn't do this, but apparently back in the day, a Streak SRM2 was allowed to also shoot bog standard Inferno missiles. And so the reason why you end up seeing a lot of these mechs, so the justification for weird things like a Streak SRM2 on the Marauder, or hell, I think there's an Awesome that has a Streak SRM2. Like,
Mm-hmm.
why? Well, apparently the reason is because back in the day, you could shoot Inferno missiles out of a Streak SRM2. So it was basically like, okay, you can take your lock-on Streak missiles, or you can take your Inferno missiles.
Yeah. That
I
that's
like
actually that's
And I've
how
heard
we
this
played with
more
my
time.
brother as well.
I've
So
heard this more time. I've heard this more times than once over the years. It's just seeing that on Reddit the other day. I was like, okay, I've heard this more times than not. To like, I don't know. I need to do a deep dive in the old rule books. I think.
I think it's more a case that Inferno missiles were an alternate ammo for SRMs, and there was no actual ruling written as to what missiles can be put in what. So people were like, well, there's no reason I wouldn't be able to put my Inferno missiles in my Streak launcher.
Yeah. Yeah, and so I mean, if you look at it from that perspective, then okay, having an SRM2 on a Streak SRM2 on a Marauder makes sense because then you've either got the lock-on missiles, but if you know there's going to be a lot of elementals or infantry, you can shoot Inferno missiles at them, and they can take D X amount of D6 whatever
Yeah.
damage, whatever the damage multiplier is for Infernos on elementals is, and
that
it
would
makes sense in that regard.
that makes.
But you have
Yes,
to
I-
remember, I think if I remember right, the original rule, you could only load Infernos in SRM2s as well. You couldn't
Yep.
load them in 4s and 6s.
That's the one
So-
that I was thinking of.
That would make the Clanbuster King Crab make a lot more sense because it's got those 2 Streak 2s, and it's like there's so many other things I'd rather have for anti-infantry or elementals, but once upon a time, one of those 2 tons of ammo could have been Infernos. That makes
Yeah.
way much sense.
It makes a lot of sense with a lot of vehicles that have just only an SRM2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If they could take
This one
Infernos.
here is one of my favorite Marauders after the bog standard Davion model. The 7M with a pair of heavy PPCs, ER medium lasers, and an LB5.
Not
That
bad.
thing is nasty.
So it
You
just
got
wants
2
to walk
ed cap
in front of
weapons.
It has the heat sinks for it.
A little bit low is at 15. You're gonna run. You're gonna have to cool down a turn or two.
And just
every
walk it in and
once in a
fire
while.
just the ER PPCs and LBX5.
But I mean, take out 2 jump jets, add 2 eat sinks, which is doable. Add them to the arms, and there you go. Now you can just shoot willy-nilly. Even your AC5, you can shoot willy-nilly. See? You can have fun.
I see it.
I mean, you could remove the other 2 jump jets, add some ammo for that LBX, and a supercharger. There you go.
Wait, isn't that what the heavy PPCs in the LBX5? Isn't that what the
2 heavy
7M?
PBCs, an LBX5, and 2 ER mediums.
Oh, literally, yes. You just said 7M. I wasn't paying attention.
It is I was gonna say a beautiful thing, though it is quite scary. Can I stick a supercharger on there? Yes, the price is gonna go skyrocket, but you know. I mean, this would be my 7M. 2 tons of ammo, so you've got your clusters and your regulars, 2 heavy PPCs, 2 ER medium lasers, 17 double eat sinks, and a supercharger to just get a little bit more speed when required. It doesn't have as much that much armor, but it's a Marauder.
It works.
Thing is, there's so many Marauders. They all kind of follow the same kind of rules. So as I was saying, we're gonna put the Marauder, Timberwolf, and the Orion in the corner here, because I mean that's the kind of stuff you refer to when you look at other 75 tonners. Now, other 75 tonners in. I mean, there's a few I've already reviewed. Obviously, the Hammer Hands. That has actually gotten more popular recently. I mean, it is in a box, so I wouldn't understand why people have been playing it.
I've used it a couple times. The newer variants go well in your C3s lists, and with the Rack 5s. That's
Well, with
a
the
lot of them
Rack
are
5
very-
now being able to load caseless, they'll probably going to be even a little bit better than they were.
So go with the 6D, so dual Rack 5s plus targeting computer with that
I
C3,
mean,
and just go brrr.
So hey,
I mean-
real quick,
Mhm.
real quick, what's the best Marauder to use in the Succession Wars era?
For
Standard
Succession
3R.
War, you
Yeah.
have two schools of thoughts on that. Either the 3D with 2 PPCs and a large laser and more heat sinks, or the 3M with the paired large lasers and more heat sinks. Once again,
Dang, they're both hot though.
no, you've got enough heat sinks. You're starting to run enough heat sinks at that point. You got like 20 heat sinks on them. The 3M, you're going to be able to shoot more reliably, let's say, because you've got 20 heat sinks and 2 large lasers, so that's 16 heat. So you can just shoot your large lasers as much as you want, but you lose on the punch of the PPCs.
Yeah.
While the
Who's
3D,
got the-
you're going to run a little bit hot, but you are going to have the punch of the PPCs to go with it.
So then ultimately, who's got the better crit padding against an ammo explosion, which we can take 2 PPC
3D.
large laser guy right out of the equation because
Yeah.
he doesn't even have ammo to explode.
Exactly.
Yeah, 3D
Huh.
in that case.
I mean,
Then it basically just comes down to personal player preference as to what you think is doctrinally the best bet. And there's no wrong
or you
answer
can go
here.
really weird with the 3L and have a large
God, it has
laser, a
bombast, doesn't
PPC,
it?
and no, it has a large laser, a PPC, and the AC5.
The Capellans just threw whatever they had onto it.
Exactly.
Goodness, that's a schizophrenic loadout.
Exactly. If
Yep.
you want binary lasers on them, you probably have to go to Gothic. So we're not even going to talk about that.
Oh, I
Yeah,
said bombast.
Bombast would be even worse.
The 4X
I like the
has
bombast.
laser
It's just
cannon.
it's just a silly little gun.
I don't know if they ever put a bombast on a Marauder.
I can't remember. But
There,
I mean,
the 5L is a stealth Marauder.
yes, there is a stealth Marauder. There's a Marauder for every, you know.
Sorry, I'm Steiner. If my Marauder doesn't have a Gauss rifle, I don't want it.
6L, oh no, 2 plasma rifles. See, the idea behind stealth armor is that they either have to focus you or they just can't shoot you.
The
But,
next
but
two
yeah.
75 tonners that came out were in the Thiaro 2750, the Black Knight, and the Flashman, both of which are light bulb mechs, just with lasers. And like I was saying, the Flashman is probably one of the best mechs. The base Flashman, the 8K, is probably one of the best mech out there.
Doesn't the fundamental difference between the two basically come down to one of them moves 4.6, the other one moves 5.8?
More or less, and
One has single heat sinks, the other doesn't.
Yeah.
The 8K was the Royal Division variant, so it goes 5.8. It's has the XL.
That's the misunderstanding.
And then
It's not the Royal Division Flashman. There is technically no Royal Division Flashman. They just built Flashman, and they ordered Flashman by the regiment at Renault Prime because it was just that good. It's expensive. It only has one quirk, which is rugged, but it's hard to beat. It doesn't have any. No, it does have an anti-infantry weapon. It has that flamer. So you've got anti-infantry weapon, very good anti everything else with large lasers and ER and medium lasers, an anti-missile, which is a bit not that great, but it's there. 15 double eat sinks, which sinks 30, 5.8, which is fast enough, and even your basic 8K Flashman still has 216 points of armor.
Yep.
Which is more than the most Marauders. It's more than it's less than the Orion because the Orion's maxed out. It's just running, a ton less.
It's running the 20 plus on all your forward-facing areas except your head.
And the only explodey bit on it is the AMS ammo, which if your armor is starting to get stripped in that location, or hell, there's no one looking at you with a missile weapon worth dealing with, you would just dump that ammo anyway. Or you'd say, hey, we're playing with the TAC Ops anti-missile system machine gun rules, and
you have an extra machine gun.
Now you've got a flamer and a machine gun.
Yep.
Or like a light machine gun, but still.
I believe it sinks enough you can run and fire all 3 large lasers.
Yep. Thank you, nobody.
There's a lot of
people that have been waiting for the Celestials to be released in plastic.
Believe me, the discussion about plastic Celestials is proof that there is nothing new under the sun. We all want the Celestials.
You've got a rear-facing medium laser. Okay, that's might be a little bit superfluous and just flip it forward. But, I mean, the Flashman it's damn good. It's not just good. It is damn good.
Oh, that's why Comstar grabbed all of them?
Yeah.
Well, they couldn't even grab all of them. That's the worst thing because our good friends at Defiance kept building them. Okay, with a shitty engine because they couldn't get an XL, but, they kept building them.
There's a lot of mechs out there that run 3 large lasers as a base weapon, now that I think about it. And Flashman's got 3.
The Black Knight's got 2 plus a
3.
PPC.
There's Awesomes with 3. Well, no, the Starslayer and Crab only have 2?
Yeah,
2 large lasers?
2 large lasers is nothing to sneeze at.
Hell, there's a Phoenix Hawk with 2 large lasers, actually. That Marauder with 2 large lasers.
The Black Knight, the base Black Knight, which is the one that we got in the TRO 2750, I just loved the look of it, so I was always trying to play it, but every time I was playing it, I had issues because it runs so fucking hot. It's not even funny. I mean, I was always tinkering to try to stick double heat sinks in it, but the problem is since it has that smaller, smaller. It's still a VLAR 300. You can't fit, all the heat sinks you need in it. So it's a bit of an issue. But I mean, if you were to just take that base one, stick the doubly heat sinkies in it, I mean, I've got 2 tons to spare and 2 crits, a crit to spare, so I can't do much. But I mean, you've got the Beagle, which is weird but useful, especially if you play with TAC Ops rules. If you don't play with TAC Ops rules, it's still useful, but not as good.
If you're not playing with TAC Ops rules, it's like, why is this on my long-range sniper mech? If you are playing with TAC Ops rules, it's because my long-range sniper mech is sitting in heavy woods surrounded by light woods. Oh.
And then snipes people through it. There you go.
And now I can shoot you with impunity with that single PPC and those large lasers. Hell yeah, let's go.
That also means you don't need to screen for it against ambushing. If it can just...
I mean, it's supposed to be a command mech. Well, it's not supposed to. It is a command mech.
It is. It's got the quirk.
It's got the quirk that, I mean, it was built as that. But like 3/4 of the mechs for the Star League, they were command mechs. I mean, I always tinkered with it to try to stick double heat sinks, and I can't remember exactly how it ended. I think on the one I was playing for a campaign, I had swapped the active probe for an ECM as well because it was more useful for what we were doing. But I mean,
There. That's like my
even with
favorite
double
two
heat
for
sinks,
9.
it still runs stupidly hot
Yeah.
because it's got the same kind of loadout your Flashman's got, but it doesn't have the speed to have the big engine to be able to stick all the double heat sinks in. So that's the bit of an issue you run in with the Black Knight. But with the Black Knight, you can punch people in the face, which you can't really do with the Flashman. So, and that's
70
another advantage of the Black Knight.
75 tonners has the same kind of problem as 65 tonners do, where they're kind of in between optimal speed ranges.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
But
The
I mean,
optimal
I would
speed for a
say
4.6 is 80 tons.
3.5, 75 tonners are too slow. Even if you stick jump jets on them like the Hammer Ant, it's still not fast enough to be able to get into engagement range. And for the Hammer Ants, the problem with that is that you don't have any weapons that are, snipey enough to be able to do that. Your AC-10s are not going to be able to, snipe people. So the Hammer Ants kind of really suffer from that, and 3.5 is not fast enough.
I'm gonna reserve opinion about Hammerhands for the Hammerhands section itself. But funny thing about the Black Knight in the Dark Age, it becomes an Omni mech, like the Centurion does as well.
No, it's just
Wait,
as you're
what?
starting to have
There's an
the
Omni
Black
Black
Knight
Knight.
too. There's the Omni Black Knight is a clan
TNT.
design called the Spirit Walker.
Oh, that.
Then what's that?
That
What's that Black Knight from TRO 3145 Davion?
That's I what I
it's
would call the
NT.
Black Knight 2
Yeah, the
because
Black Knight, the NT series. They rebuilt it. You start seeing like shields on some of the arms, and yeah, they get super scary.
Where
they're
did
really
But it's just
weird
a
and built
redesign.
by the Republic of the Sphere. They have a whole sorts of weird combination of equipment in it, and some of them are clan graded. Some of them have triple strength myomer. You've got all sorts of things, but I would generally call those Black Knight Mark IIs or Black Knight
Okay, fair
2s
enough.
There's a
because
Because
they
I
don't even
variant.
look like Black Knights.
well, they're based off of the artwork from MechWarrior 4, I believe it is.
something like that.
Probably,
It
yeah.
looks very similar to the Black Knight from MechWarrior 4 Vengeance because it has that big thing, that
Yep.
shoulder shield,
Yes.
and the
Yeah,
one in
that's what-
Vengeance also had that. Matter of fact, the Clicky Tech Mini had that as well. So it was like, oh, we're pulling artwork from the original artwork, we're pulling from Project Phoenix, and we're pulling from MechWarrior 4. Hell yeah, let's go.
And I mean, when
But
I
no, I
reviewed the
knew about
Black
this.
Knight,
I
I
knew about
do
the
like.
spirit. I knew about the Spirit Walker, which is basically a Omni Black Knight that the Coyotes built. But I could have sworn that one was an Omni mech. That it was an Intersphere Omni Knight. But
Nope,
my
they
bad, y'all.
unfortunately didn't do it because
There's Tanky
and
showing
the
his ass
regular
again. My
Black
bad.
Knight, the one with the regular body kit, is still being built, but it's being built by the Davions in a couple places. So, who knows?
Yeah. And the 18 is just the straight clan upgrade. 20 clan doubles, all the clan ER lasers and PPCs, but still has the inner sphere armor. So it's just Black Knight Plus.
I mean, this and an inner sphere targeting computer, so you waste a few tons just to balance it out. Oh, and a
They
light
had to.
engine.
They had to restrict the lad's power somehow, so they said, "Hey, look, we'll put an Intersphere light engine on it. We'll use an Intersphere targeting computer. Everything else can be clan grade, though. So you do get some goodness out of it. It's still a worthwhile mech to run in a Ill Clan Dark Age Davion
with
list.
20 double heat sinks, you sink 40. You can shoot that ERPPC and those two ER large lasers willy nilly, and nobody's really going to ask questions.
You can do that and run.
This is evil,
Which
as
you
a
should
mech,
be.
once again.
It's 35 heat and 35 damage. Wait, 10, 20, 50. Yeah, 35 heat and 35 damage at a run. I mean, let's go. Well, 37 heat at a run. 37 heat and 35 damage at a run. I mean, you're in Timberwolf territory, and you're in make Masakaris and Direwolves look at you as a threat.
They're gonna look at
territory.
you sideways and not like what's going on, basically. So the Black Knight is a very worthwhile 75 tonner. Let's be very honest about it. Black Knight is a good addition. It looks cool. It's in plastic and in boxes that, okay, they're the more expensive boxes because they're the Comstar level 2s.
Yeah.
But
And
they're also
McCarran's and
McCarran's.
Barnes and Noble restricted by McCarran's. But the
okay.
McCarran's box is a cool box too.
Yeah. Which and
It's the 4 PPC awesome, black a 4 PPC awesome, a Black Knight, I think it's a Jumping Star Slayer, and then fuck, what's the other mech in there? It's a good box though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The problem is, for anybody outside the U.S., it's almost impossible to get.
I have
It takes
told
a
you
year
numerous
before
times
we have
I am
them.
willing. I have told you numerous times I am willing to eat the cost and ship it to you, but
Yeah, I've just
I'm
shipped.
willing to ship it to
I've
you.
just paid $18 to ship Baliuses and a dragon to Amaris.
Oh, you did that!
Yes, I did.
Let's freaking go.
Hopefully everything gets there intact, but you know, it's. And I sent it right before the huge holiday rush, so you should be getting it, you know.
And 18,
late,
well, I'm
but
sure
late.
I'm sure you mean that in Canadian dollars, but
So about
18 US
$350
dollars.
US.
That's really not that bad for shipping.
It's
I don't
really
think.
weird. When I went to ship, they were like, yeah, before you ship to the US, go on this app, do your customs declaration. Then I'm going to scan your customs declaration and I'm going to ship. I was like, this is really weird. Okay. And then it asked me,
Well-
like, how much is the stuff in the box worth? About $2.
I don't know. It's 3D printed. It's 3D printed plastic.
It's about $2.
Less than 20 grams of plastic off my A1 Mini is like, I don't know, but that's really, it's so stupid. Look, soapbox for a second. It's really stupid that we do that with you guys. I've bought plastic models before from a guy in whatever city it is on the Canadian side of Niagara Falls.
Yeah.
And even when I was up there getting my uncle's stuff, I noticed that a lot of the post offices and like FedExes and stuff, they'll have Canadians come out, just drive across the border because you're allowed to do that. You
Mhm.
just drive across the border, you go to FedEx, and you ship it from the U.S.
Yes.
And
Or you have a
Americans in
P.O.
New York will
box.
do that as well.
You
Yeah,
have a P.O.
yeah.
box on the other side of the frontier.
It's so crazy to me. I'm like, dude, like, okay, yeah, Canada, you guys are really effed up, messed up right now and stuff, but like, that should be like the barest of minimum of international cooperation for two nations that speak the same language and have a semi-common heritage. The barest of minimum should be, yes, we'll recognize each other's driver's licenses, and yes,
It
we
used
will
to be
ship. We will ship back and forth like that.
It used to be like that until 9/11. I'll be honest with you. It used to be like that until 9/11.
I can believe that. I can believe that. But yeah, if you want a McCarran's box, dude, just let me know. Cash out me the money. I'll send it to you. It's no problem. But,
Then we're going to talk real quick about the grommet, because the grommet is cool. Well,
Cool.
not really.
Militia mech, ain't it?
Yes, and it has a gurney in front, gantry in front, to get
Look
it
at
in the
that.
cockpit.
He is
Yeah.
trying to
oh, that's
step-
one of those Solaris mechs, isn't it?
No, that is a militia mech during the War of 3039, the first actual mod that was ever really written about.
Mm.
Uses heavy industrial armor and a fusion engine to go 3.5. It has a large laser, an AC-5, and a vehicle flamer. Is it good?
So it's ammunition-based flamer.
Yeah. Is it good? No. Will it surprise someone that tries to invade your planet when you have like 30 of those things walk up to them? Yes.
You pull out your one-armed rifleman and expect everyone to shit their britches, and they pull out an army of killdozers.
There you go. But I mean,
What's its C-bill and its battle values?
C-bills, I don't know. Battle value is 836, so it's really cheap.
Oh my god, 836 points to bring that? Let's go, dude. I'm
Well, it's
down.
also-
I'll bring a lance.
It has heavy industrial armor, so that's close to standard armor.
That's
if I
standard
recall.
armor, basically.
It's
It's
effective.
standard armor built on the cheap. Let's call it that.
Where is Grok?
Because this mech was originally built just like they had no real idea of what they were wanting to do with it. They just patched it together for the book War of 39. But it is an odd little boy. Could we do something with it one day? Maybe. I don't know. I
Look
don't
on
know
the
if there's
full
a model
picture.
for it. I mean, it
Let's
is
make the
a.
picture a little bit bigger.
You've
How would
got
I
the ga-
even kit bash that? Okay, that is a original Marauder 2, Project Phoenix Marauder 2 arm for the right arm.
Yes.
Left
that is
arm
true.
looks like the Project Phoenix Marauder 2C arm. Legs look like Project Phoenix Warhammer legs or Thunderbolt legs.
3.8
It could
million
be
sea
done.
bills.
3.8 million C-bills. I mean, for something that's going to kick 15,
Wait, that's
I'm fine with it. Because that thing will kick you for 15 points of damage. If you have a tank or something like that, you get kicked by that thing, you will regret it.
What does the MUL say its availability is? Who can get it?
Let's check. Wait for that to
Nobody.
load up.
Because, dude, for
Fed
839 BV, that's like worth it. Fed
It
Sons
still
get it.
has its combine and chainsaw and 4 tons
That-
of cargo and a dumper.
that's the other-
Voice.
Yeah, that's
Let's
the
see.
other
Fed
version.
It's
Sons,
basically
I've seen-
available to the people on Donoval 2 because they're the ones who built it.
It goes extinct by the clan invasion.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, it's because they were built basically by the people on Donoval 2
So,
as
so
a
you're
cargo
saying
mech and
As
refit to
aggro
beat up
mech?
on those
Yeah.
silly dragons trying to be mean on
so
them.
you're saying
the-
our next campaign needs to be succession.
here's the
War.
thing. Here's the thing. It's a battle mech technical, and the thing about technicals is that you mount a bunch of machine guns to a Toyota Hilux. You do what you got to do with them. They go away. A couple years later, you put machine guns on a Toyota Hilux. You do what you got to do. They go away. The technicals are endless. So a technical battle mech, which is basically what this thing is, like we could have built these in the Jihad. We could have built them in the Dark Age. We can build a.
That's
I
We
mean,
can
that's a
build it at
lot of
any
what
old
that
time.
stuff out of the Dark Age came from. Is those what is clearly an aggro mech, but just
Yeah.
strapped an LRM to it.
the thing. This
yeah.
is the thing that during the
Clan
Jihad where
spaces,
people do retrotech mechs, the one thing I really hate about retrotech mech is that they stick primitive armor on them when heavy industrial armor is probably easier to make anyways and it's better. So I mean, I've got my issues with the retrotech stuff because of things like those technicals, like those grommets, where they had the Donoval militia had several vehicle companies and a total of 2 battalions worth of D90 grommets militia mechs. They could have taken over planets with that.
They had 72 grommets.
That's a whole lot of 75-ton mechs with basic weapons and cargo and a
They said
chainsaw.
I need a regiment in every town, every farm, every industrial complex
they
to keep
are
the damn
industrial
dragons off
mechs.
my planet.
Hey, you see, what we're doing with this is we're going into the territory that is really dangerous to go into with Battletech, which is that whole thing of there's thousands of planets, and every stellar empire is going to have between hundreds to thousands of planets with billions of people, and each planet is basically defended by a lance of medium mechs.
It's on the advanced tab.
Advanced?
Where
It's advanced. Yeah.
what it's like? What are we doing here?
Where's
Like
it?
we should have regiments of industrial mechs everywhere.
Just on box set is the
I got it.
regular one. I see.
I mean, it suffers from having an industrial chassis. It has to have the fancy cockpit. But I mean, that's the kind of silly thing that you can rapidly militarize as well. Like, just convert it to an actual battle mech, and it's
and like when the clans invade, what should have happened was the Wolf Dragoons should have reported back and been like, Oh yeah, they have regiments of industrial mechs on every world, and they're nothing more than walking combine harvesters with guns attached to them. Clans show up thinking they're going to steamroll it, and then it's like, oh no, you don't understand. Oh, that's a regiment of autocannon 10s and large lasers and LRMs pointed at you. Like,
It's like
your star is not going. A star of direwolves even is not going to stand up to.
A
Okay, our
regiment of
planet
those
has
things.
2 regiments of these things.
It's the equivalent in
It's like-
StarCraft where you just have you just select all of your workers and then select on the enemy's nexus.
Yeah, yeah. And then while these regiments of industrial mechs are inevitably stalling the clan invasion, that's when the Davion Guard with Atlases and Black Knights and the Otomo with uh, Hatamoto Chiefs and Maulers and shit shows up.
Exactly.
So is that going to
That's
be our next initiative? Is just create a whole bunch of industrial mechs of what stuff that could exist in universe and would just be found in everyone's garage.
Yeah.
Like,
Well-
this is honest to God why I don't do my own AU and why I don't like do the stuff like what you guys do, because my Stellar Empire, there would be a minimum of a battalion of these mechs on every border world, every frontier world, minimum of a battalion, logistics and framework to keep them up and running, trained from the local population. The minute you attack one of my border planets, that's when my mainline forces are going to be coming in. In other words, I do it smartly, but
Yeah,
you
that's
can't do
that's
that in Battletech because it's not fun.
well, it
I
is
just
fun,
like-
but people don't like it.
Yeah.
Okay, there's no
Well,
yeah.
other TRO 30, 50, 75 tonners. So let's go look at TRO 3055. What was the 75 tonner in that
Penetrator.
one book?
You could do it. I mean,
Is it the
I can think of
penetrator?
others. I can
think
think of
that's
other
the-
sci-fi settings that have just like, oh no, we don't have a military. Oh wait, we have a bunch of civilians, and they have guns on
Well,
them.
and even then, the
Bandersnatch
Blood
is
Spirits.
okay. There's a lot in the 3055. There's the Bandersnatch, the Falconer, the Penetrator, the Rakshasa, and the War Dog. Is the Salamander
let's get
also
this out.
35 ton? No, that's an 80 tonner. Okay.
Let's get this out of the way real quick. The Blood Spirits technically did that, but then also, okay, in addition to my regiment of militia mechs, every civilian on the planet, they're going to have a gun locker in their house. Every civilian is going to have a 2-shot SRM2 like the Halo Spanker, and the minute you walk into my city, all 5,000 people in that city, that's 5,000 SRM2s coming at you in a single volley. Eat shit and die.
You know who was really good at having just a bunch of militia mechs flying around?
Who?
The Marian hegemony.
Mhm. Technically, the
Hmm.
Scorpions kind of have something like that. They have a quad that has a turret with 3 ER large lasers on
The
it.
Aranas, and
Is that
Yeah,
3
the
medium? No, I
classified
think it's 3 ER mediums, not 3 ER
Yeah,
large.
yeah.
three
right,
Clan
3 ER
Tech ER
mediums.
medium lasers.
So it goes
3 large
it's a 5A
lasers, yeah.
quad.
But it's
Well,
only like 500 something battle value too.
It's 1092.
Oh.
But it's
Bandersnatch.
Bandersnatch.
Bandersnatch, which this one's an expensive boy because of the Vlar 300 XL. Looking at the equipment on it, it's kind of your hammer hand, but with a big engine instead of of anything else.
Tex mentioned this in the Marauder video because it's actually based on the Marauder chassis, hence why it's 75 tons.
I would say it's very, very far from a Marauder chassis. It uses the same
no, man,
armor
look
and the
at those
same
arms.
engine, more or less.
Depends
Look at
on
those
which
arms.
Marauder you look at.
I mean,
Yeah.
the arms are more or less the same, but it's arms carrying LBXs and not PPCs.
The Davians were trying to remember how to make a hammer hands, but they had Marauders for too long.
There you go. That's a good way to look at it.
What are we armed with other than an LBX in each arm, which is pretty
6
good
medium
armament.
lasers, which is pretty darn good, and 3 LRM5, which is not as
Interesting.
good.
Okay,
Not a good idea.
How many tons of ammo per LRM?
Let's go look
2.
for the basic
Oh,
Bandersnatch. I mean, that
There's-
allows you to drop just as much smoke as you want everywhere. There's
That's
no
what I'm
question
saying.
there.
If you got two
total.
tons of LRM ammo, you're popping smoke every single turn, and then the minute you need to fire, 3 LRM5s. It's a funny way of saying an LRM15, but I mean, it's not
Plus
bad.
650. Let's see, 2 of those medium lasers are facing backwards.
I'm not completely against it on a mech that goes 4.6.
It's supposed to
That
be a
doesn't have
bodyguard mech
flippy
anyways.
arms. If it had flippy arms, the flippy arms quirk, you know.
If it was a quick draw.
If it was a quick draw, I wouldn't need those rear facing.
How many tons of LB ammo does it have? Is it 4? Is it 2 per gun?
Yeah, 2 per gun, which is more than enough for any engagement.
More than enough. I mean, dude,
and you've got case, so if you lose a side torso to ammo explosion, you can still repair it. It'll take a while. You can still repair it.
Yeah, repair, but the engines can be replaced.
It's repairable.
But I mean, it's a 300 XL.
It's a solid mech.
One. You can
the case is
one.
there to protect the guns on the other side of the mech.
Yeah.
I mean, I made upgrade kits for them with ER medium lasers, which is completely stupid because you're going to cook yourself alive. But you know,
here's an upgrade kit idea. Give it medium re-engineered medium lasers.
Those are too heavy. That's
making
part
it
of the problem.
More of a specialist.
Because there's one with an Ultra AC-10 and an ERPPC as well, instead of the 2 LBX.
Oh, hello, Falconer at home.
Yeah, and it's got a light engine instead of an XL. So this one I'm interested in. And it's got replaces one of its LRM5 with a Streak 2, which is also not a bad idea.
And is from that same time period where they were putting Infernos on Streak 2s.
No, it's Civil War, so it's later on than.
So they just put a streak on it just to put a streak on it.
Well, it replaces the LRM5, if more or less efficiently.
Yeah.
All that ammo in the left torso.
The LRM5s.
I don't like that.
Oh, is all the ammo in the left torso?
Yep.
Ooh, that is certainly a choice. That is a choice to make.
It's a walking bomb. But
don't get shot on the left side. There you go. Stop.
Okay, wait.
Arguing.
What does our armor profile look like?
208 out of 231. So it is.
Are we at least
armor.
Gauss rifle? Are we at least AC-20 proof on the torsos and Gauss rifle proof on the limbs?
Yes.
Yes.
It's 24 on the torsos, 25 on the legs, 20 on the arms. 35
it's solid.
Center torso.
This is solid.
Well, the Bandersnatch I know is a solid mech. It's just a little bit. I always find it odd. I mean, if it was really built off the Marauder, those arms would be flippy arms. And if those would be flippy arms, you'd save two. Mm-hmm. You'd have 2 medium lasers you could remove and do something fancy with it. 2 extra tons is 2 extra tons, right?
Correction. I think I see where this is. This is your anti-infantry mech that you needed something for that. You have shotgun blasts instead of explosives. One of the LRM ammo is the smoke. One of them is incendiary. So you can just start torching buildings and other stuff. And then you still have medium lasers for backup. Counterpoint
to the LRM incendiary. Correct me if I'm wrong. LRM incendiary ammo doesn't instantly cause a fire. You have to, it's harder to start a fire with it because there's, one incendiary missile per 5 or something like that.
Something like that. But it's
it's still viable.
3 launchers to do
3
that.
Launchers, you got a better chance with it.
And considering the era with the shotguns and the LRMs, that's actually decent enough to try to sandblast elementals, which is where I see this being used more.
Yeah, that is probably what it was meant to do.
This is a TRO 3055 mech, so yeah, this is a anti-vehicle and anti-elemental cavalry type of skirmishy cavalry type of mech. There it is.
Now is the Falconer, which is another thing that is more or less based off a Marauder. Let's be honest.
This thing, was it Trailblazer or it was Trailblazer in his list of good Davion mechs.
Mm-hmm.
This thing is almost an S tier heavy mech.
It is quite good. The base model The 8R.
We can get it
There's only
right
2
now in
models.
the you
Yep.
can get it right now in the Davion Heavy Lance.
Yep.
Um and because
is
the
the Clan
models don't
Hunter.
really change, you can use both. You can use either variant on that same mini without much
It
changing.
is not the heaviest armored at 11.5 tons, but it has the mobility to compensate at 585. So it invests a lot in mobility. You've got not many heat sinks, but it's not like you really need them all that much,
No.
I would say.
And
You
given
could
that it's
jump,
named the
fire your 2 armed weapons, the Gauss and the RPPC, and you're 1 heat over. Whoop-de-doo.
You
Which
have
is not
defensive
bad.
ammo, so you can
Do that a
afford to
couple
do
more
that.
times. This is a
and
Clan Hunter.
given that this thing is called the Falconer, i.e., we not only do we want this thing to hunt the clans, but specifically Clan Jade Falcon. What heavy mechs do the Falcons really like? They like Hellbringers and they like Summoners. This thing will mulch a Hellbringer, and it will
It'll be
words that will get
very
us banned
nice.
on YouTube. Words that will get us banned on YouTube to a Summoner.
Yeah, it beats the Summoner. Hellbringer, there's no question it's going to beat it because it's a Hellbringer. But it doesn't have any really fancy tech on it either. I mean, it is
XL.
It's gonna give. It's also
no,
gonna
but
give
it's Star
certain
League level tech, basically.
It's
on
also going to
everything.
give certain Timberwolves an extreme workout. There's Timberwolves that are better than this, but there's Timberwolves that are going to know that they were in a fight. Like, get that pilot out of that Falconer. He's my bondsman now.
And you got 2 tons of Gauss ammo, so you can actually stay in that fight longer.
Oh yeah.
This is those occasional Steiner flash in the pans. This is when they get angry and design something specifically for you.
Was it more built by GM or was it more built by Tarhace? That's what we'll never really know.
And I know that this is going to inflate its battle value, but honestly, this is a definite, because of that Gauss rifle and the bullets to use it. You could argue a 4.5 pilot would be good, but honestly, I'd put a 3.4 in it.
Oh yeah.
But if I had the battle value points for it, and I really wanted to hurt you, I'm putting a 2.3 in a Falconer.
Yeah,
I mean, honestly, this is your command. This is not a command mech, but that's a hero mech.
This is your.
I would put one of your best pilot in it.
If you're jumping every turn, then you want that high level pilot to offset the penalty,
or have the jumping jack quirk. That'll help as well.
Definitely.
Not quirk, but
you jump 5,
right,
you hit the range, and you just hit
a
the
3.4 Falconer is 29.45.
Oh God!
Okay, one of the problem I have with it is that the art was generally not very good for it until recently.
Yeah.
Like even the CCG version of it was not very good, which is rare because most CCG ones were pretty cool, but this one kind of suffer.
Can we see on Sarna who redesigned it?
It's probably Eldon Cowger, Eldonius.
Oh, well, common Eldonius W, TBH.
Common Eldonius W. Eldonius is one of their better everything guy, basically.
Yeah, I mean, dude, that's an insane BV now that I think about it. But I mean, worth it though. And I'm not shouting them out a whole lot anymore. But the local group, standing still, but also menacing to be hit. 0 for walking, 1 for running, 2 for jumping. So in my local group, 2 for jumping. Yeah, I'd put a 3.4 on it anyway, or a 3.5. Final answer, 3.5.
The Jihad kit as an LB10X and an heavy PPC. Instead,
you've got the mobility to get up close. Yeah. The mobility to get up close where that
you
heavy
don't even need to
mobility.
get that close with LB10X after all. But I mean, both versions are quite good. It's got stable, so it does have that little bonus to your piloting skill rolls as well. It's another top tier 75 tonner, which is a common thing in the 75-tonner range. There's quite a few top-tier mechs in that range, to be very honest. Just like the next one, the Penetrator.
Penetrator, my beloved.
Penetrator.
Fun fact, Blanley Pardo is the guy who designed that mech.
And in German, it's called Lightbringer because the Steiners, when they were dealing with that mech, never wanted to say Penetrator because everybody started laughing, so they called it the Lightbringer instead.
So let's see, 2 long-range
That's
weapons
in my
and a
that's in
battery
my
of
head
close-range
canon.
weapons?
Yes. This is another anti-clan mech. You got your 2 ear larges for your mechs, and then all those pulse lasers to make elementals go away.
Or if the guy decides to get really close to you with his own pulse lasers, well, you can reply with your own pulse lasers.
Exactly. But
You're
then
a little
here's the
bit
question.
slow to bring him to bear at 4.6, but you do have the jump jets, or your 4.64, which is not bad, really.
So here's the question.
Nothing fancy on this one,
availability,
though.
Availability notwithstanding, what would make you want to bring a penetrator over a flashman or a flashman over a penetrator?
Standard engine.
Because the penetrator will fight until you completely destroy it. It's not quite a zombie mech, but
Yeah. Oh, it's a zombie mech. I've gone.
No, it is zombie.
Literally, there's only like a quarter of the mech still attached, and I was still fighting a match with one.
Do I have it open?
that anti-missile ammo is in the center torso, so
yeah.
I mean, if the anti-missile ammo goes, you go.
You're already gone at that point, but otherwise it will fight to the absolute.
It has less heat sinks than the. It has fewer heat sinks than your.
You can fire both those ER large lasers and stay out of range.
So
then all things being equal,
I would take personally. I would take a flashman before a penetrator. Personally,
penetrator or a Black Knight.
Penetrator before the Black Knight. Flashman before the penetrator. In my opinion. I mean, it's not to say that any of those mechs are bad. They're all really good.
Yeah. Now,
I will crazy.
I will admit the Davians get all the good penetrators because I believe they're the ones that primarily build them. Mm-hmm. So when you get further up, they're the ones with the re-engineered laser variants. They're the one with the targeting computer variant.
I mean, 2 ER large lasers, 6 ER medium lasers on a targeting computer, plenty of armor, good speed and jumping, better heat sinks than the original. The 6T is quite nasty as well.
They all want to do the same thing where they have their big energy weapons in the arms and then a battery of medium lasers across the torso.
The one with 2 snub nose and medium pulse lasers and actuator enhancement, that's also really mean, okay? Reflective armor on top of it.
Oh, so as long as it just doesn't get kicked, you'll be fine.
Exactly. The 2 modern models have the reflective armor on. Wasn't there? Oh, that's the one I made. I made based off what we read about what's his name that's generally in a penetrator from Blanley Pardo when he was out fighting the clans.
Yeah, he's got the clan large
lasers and all that fancy stuff.
And then a few extra.
I mean, switch the weapons to clan weapons, and the penetrator is just it
nightmare.
Will win games. Period. That's all you can say about it.
The penetrator kind of feels like they were trying to rebuild the Warhammer in certain regards.
That is possible.
Just the sheer role of it. It's kind of has this, but they just made Jump Jet standard.
The Warhammer is a weird mech in what role it's meant to do. So the penetrator is something fairly new, and it does the trick quite well.
It works very,
Okay,
very well.
then we've got the Mad Cat we've got at home. Okay, there he is.
They should have made an Omni Rakshasa.
Then things get very recursive. It's the fake Mad Cat Mark II, Mark III, Type 4.
Like, it's still fine.
1.5.
It's just not a Timberwolf.
That is literally the biggest problem of the Rakshasa is that it is not a Timberwolf. Because all in all, you got 2 large lasers, ER large, 2 medium lasers, a medium pulse, enough heat sinks. It goes 5.8. It's got decent armor. Like, everything's on it is good enough. It's just,
fairly efficient in BV.
It's just not a Timberwolf.
It tries its best.
And I mean, its best is actually quite good compared to some of the other mechs in that kind of category. Is best is not bad. Is just
Look at the Jihad variant.
There's a snub nose, the AR one. One AR.
Uh-huh.
A pair of snub nose and a pair of MML7s. Things get funny when that happens.
You've made a worse Timberwolf, but thankfully the Timberwolf was still pretty good.
It's the Timberwolf E at home with the MMLs.
There's the version with the regular large lasers instead of the ER large lasers, and I think I like that one better just because you are going to be able to shoot more of your weapons more steadily. And you don't lose on firepower because, well, Inner Sphere ER large lasers just do the same damage as a regular large laser.
Mm-hmm. Personally, I would drop the Artemis.
It gets slept on because of the fluff of it being Timberwolf home. But dude, it's Timberwolf at home, but Timberwolf is not a bad mech.
Exactly. It's still
just don't treat it as a Mad Cat. Brian Hort is saying that. Just do it and it works. I would prefer SRM6 in the boxes rather than RM10s.
Make them streak SRM6s. Perfect.
Yeah, there you go. But I mean, it would make it a little bit more aggressive against vehicles at that point, which wouldn't be bad.
And people sleep on that Jihad twin snubby twin MML7 variant just by virtue of it's a Rakshasa. It's supposed to be Mad Cat at home. It's not all that good. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, but it's an Inner Sphere machine, so it's obviously not gonna be as good as a clan machine. People are measuring it against the wrong metrics, and a pair of snub-nosed is gross.
MML7s, it's a big SRM6, so
that in a city fight would be
that's an SRM7
in a city fight. Yeah, that'd be nasty. Of course, refit it with spare clan parts. Well, that's another thing you can do, but I mean, you don't always have the spare clan parts. That's part of it.
And here's the thing: if you want to be really silly, it's two semi-guided LRM7s, and then it's like 2 tandem warhead SRM7s. Just MMLs can't take all the friggin' special LRM and SRM munitions. They just take them in their own little tonnage and ammo per ton brackets. So
I mean.
Yeah, it's 2 Inferno SRM7s.
If you want to just burn down the city you're fighting in, that's perfect.
Vehicles hate this one simple trick.
There is a version with the Rax 5 as well, and large pulse lasers. So, there are all sorts of weird things you can do with a Rakshasa, just that it never really...
New autocannon rules with caseless rack
ammo. It already has 3 tons.
Why not?
3
just means you'll have 6.
I want more.
I want to be able to just.
If I'm firing that rack on 6-tap mode, I don't want to be out of ammo in 6 turns. I want to be out of ammo in 5.
Just take a rubber band, you wrap it around your trigger, and you just leave it like that for the entire fight. It'll just keep.
And then it has all those pulse lasers, so you can't just walk up to it.
I mean, the Rakshasa is fun. Is it great? It does the trick. It's another good 75 tonner. That's really the thing we're talking about here. Like almost all those mechs, they're actually pretty good.
It just isn't super dangerous, which maybe will let you live because they won't get focused like a falconer.
War Dog, which is another odd little I do everything kind of mech. It
Because
does
this
have a
had
Guardian
its-
ECM, which is cool. Does make it a bit of an EOR machine. You got a Gauss, a large pulse, medium pulse, small pulse, anti-missile, 0-1 shot streak SRM2s. So it's a little bit all over the place.
It's another clan fighter. You're cramming Gauss rifles on whatever you can to make them go away because it's all I have that works.
What is it? It's a coincidence because it does,
3055 had a
it
lot
does
of
have a
mechs like
clan
that.
equivalent. I can't
Yes.
remember what it was. Is
That
it-
it's down there. The Maso whatever I can never pronounce it. That
Masawu.
thing is a nightmare for a clan second line unit. Dear Lord.
Because it originally was an
The
SLDF
what now?
mech, and Snords Irregular got it back, got the plans by doing what Snord Irregulars generally do, and sold it to Blackwells. So
It's like, what if we had a Caesar or a Cataphract, but it was 75 tons?
I would prefer more long-range weapons on it, something rather than the large pulse laser and ER large laser. I would probably prefer that, just so you can do things. But there's a version with an ERPPC, so I should be happy. And and then the one with the RPPC also has a heavy Gauss rifle because
Yeah, but
fun.
gotta also remember this thing carries 5 tons of Gauss ammo.
5 tons. Okay, I didn't
5!
know it carried 5 tons of it. That's a little bit
What?
too much at that
Two-
point.
And
Okay,
2
but what-
tons of AMS ammo. This is a line fighter.
I mean, I guess if you're a mercenary unit on campaign and it's going to be a long time between resupply and refit, I mean, by all means,
But that's
just don't lose
And the
that
streak
Gauss
twos are in the
rifle.
legs, by the way. I just
well,
found
that's a
them
good place to put them.
They're one
But I mean,
shot,
it's
so.
one shot streak twos. I'd almost, take off a ton of Gauss ammo and make those regular streak twos, and I'm not 100% sold on 5 tons of Gauss ammo, but I mean, it's a lot.
The other one with the heavy Gauss and ERPPC, that one has 4 tons of heavy Gauss ammo. The heavy
That's
Gauss don't
more
go into
required
the
because an heavy Gauss is what, 6 shots per ton? 4 shots per ton.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's not
so
good.
you kind of need those 4 tons of ammo.
But then no weapons are in the left arm, so you can always swing with it.
I mean, it's
It's got
another very good 75-ton mech, but this one will run OT with only 10 double heat sinks. If you're starting to shoot all those lasers, you also have on top of your Gauss rifle. It's not super mobile at 4.6, and it does have an XL engine. So
It does have 12 tons of armor,
Yeah.
ferrofibrous.
12 ton of inner sphere ferrofibrous, which is not bad. It's what, equivalent of 13 tons or so.
Yeah.
So you're
The-
close to max armor at least.
Yeah, the clan one, I gotta scroll back up.
The
Make
Lasso.
sure I'm
Yeah.
right, because if I recall, that has max 14.5 tons of standard armor.
Yeah, looking at it right now,
That one's
14.5 tons
rocking
of standard armor.
2 large pulses and LBX with 3 tons of ammo, still 2 tons of AMS. That one's got jump jets.
2
And
streak twos.
now at that
This-
point,
this whole-
it-
This whole family of mechs is horrifying to see, and I'm happy very few people actually bring it because, good Lord, keep it away.
it's a merc mech, really.
Like,
So
oh,
it
yeah,
has
it's
its
because
own
the
particular
Lasso
region.
went extinct in the Jihad.
Yeah, because Blackwell was
No, but
Blackwell.
when it went extinct because Clan Coyote went extinct.
Oh,
There's
the
that.
Masawu? Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, I think only 2 coyotes and the adders use that, and then, yeah. They were told, no, you're not allowed to make that anymore.
Then we've got the baby Sagittaire with the dragon fire. It's the
It's
less angry Dorito.
It's in that mercenaries box from that mercenary group that no one ever heard of because some YouTubers made it and
No,
Catalyst
it's
thought it
well,
was
it's the guys
cool.
at Penny Arcade, so they're big. I mean, they're big. Well, they used to be big. Nowadays, I don't even know what they do. So, but
I
I'm
mean,
at
it's irrelevant.
yeah, but
But you
it's
want a dragon fire, that's how you get it.
it doesn't have a whole lot of heat sinks. It is basic speed at 4.6. Use an XL engine, so it's gonna be a little bit expensive.
Hmm. But it's another clan fighting kind of a thing. It's got your Gauss, it's got your LBX-10.
It's not a Dargon fire; it's a Dragon fire. That's probably why I was not able to find it there. Dargon. The Dragon Fire has a Gauss rifle. It has an LBX. It has an ER large. I mean, it's what I was saying. The War Dog should probably have. It has max armor. So I mean, it is a tough nut to crack. It runs a little bit hot, which is not a huge problem. 2 tons of ammo for each of its big guns, which that might be a bit of a problem to some people.
Double heat sinks.
Mm-hmm.
10 doubles.
So it's another
You're nearly
decent one. Mm-hmm.
You could stand and only be 3 heat over.
Which is quite good. But you're probably not going to be shooting. You're probably not going to be shooting everything all the time either, because you've got med pulse lasers on there, and med pulse lasers, don't have range.
Yeah, that's your anti-battle
pulse
armor.
laser is there's something directly in front of me, and oh my god, I'm going to die.
Mm-hmm.
Face roll the controls and hope that thing falls over.
And surprisingly, there's a lot of variants for it. Like the Falconer, there's only one variant for it. This one has quite a few. I mean, the first 2 are just swaps, basically. So nothing super special.
At least one is a Wabi variant. The FC, I believe, that has improved C3 on it.
Because that's actually pretty good, to be honest.
Yeah.
It replaces medium pulse lasers to ER medium lasers. With that, you add a heat sink, a C3I computer, and take off the ECM. So, I mean, this is quite functional. Even if you swap the C3I for other electronics, it would still be quite functional. It's 4.6 without jump, so it's not the fastest thing around. So it does suffer from that a little bit. But one of the thing about it is that now everybody kind of builds them. JB Battletech is what is in the Lyran Commonwealth. GM is in the Davion space. Independence Weaponries is in Kurita space. So, like, everybody has access to the Dragonfire in some ways or another, basically.
Perfect. That means there's salvage for it everywhere.
Pretty much. Looking at it, availability, it goes Drax, Lyrans, Fedcom, Blakists are 3 major mercenary groups and Merc General.
I mean, Zeus Slingshot for Gauss Rifle is a common one. Midron XL is the most common LB10X. Exostar Large Laser, not a super rare one either. And the Defiance B4M, some of the most common medium lasers out there outside the Martels. So, all the equipment on there is also easy to find, easy to source, except for the engine, which is a Pitband 300 and not a Vlar 300 for some reason. There's probably kits that will use the Vlar instead of the Pitband, because everybody's got Vlars and not everybody's got Pitbands. There you go.
Yep.
The
Dark Age one drops down the speed to 3.5 for some reason.
Does it jump?
It does not.
Ugh.
But they crammed a Rack 5 into it, and they swapped some of the energy weapons to Clan.
Well, okay, well, there's
Gauss
that.
rifle's still inner sphere. And then 2 tons of ammo for the Gauss, 2 tons for the Rack 5. Case.
Two.
They shoved all the ammo into the left torso and gave it case 2.
Well, but the Gauss ammo is not explosive anyway,
This is
so
crit
it's not
padding
that
for the
important.
it's crit padding for the rack ammo.
There you go.
How many tons of rack ammo?
2,
2.
which is a
Okay,
little bit
caseless
tight.
racks.
Yeah.
Don't care, caseless racks. It'll be okay now.
Endocomposite. That's a choice.
Ouch.
No, not composite, endocomposite. So you save 25% of the weight rather than 50%, and it
Oh,
hits
yeah.
only after crits. So it's not bad.
It's not
Really.
as fragile as regular composite, so
So I mean, it's
Okay, yeah,
the
that's
cheap
right.
endo steel. That's what Elkite always calls it.
endo steel made by Quickcell.
There you go. Maelstrom, I have a few issues with because it's fast, 5.8. It has tons of heat sinks. It has it on paper. The weapons look good. ER PPC, ER large, tag. Okay, that's average. 2 medium pulse and a small laser. The problem is all of that is inner sphere graded, so you don't have as much punch as you would want, at least in my opinion.
It's like a weird Marauder. And I believe this is also a Marauder chassis as well.
That is also a Marauder chassis, yes.
So what is this
It
thing
was
doing
meant to
that
replace the Marauder.
Falconer,
It was meant to
Penetrator aren't doing?
replace the Marauder in the Star League, probably as a not command mech, basically. Yes, there is also a red back that was built by Clan Widowmaker before they went extinct, but okay, they have a weird early clan version.
This would have been the Star League non-gunslinger mainline trooper version of the Marauder. If the Marauder was meant for the gunslingers and commanders, then this would have been the trooper version.
But honestly, I would swap that ER large laser for another PPC. It probably would be better.
So from a Star League standpoint, why would I want to run this over a Flashman and vice versa?
Because you're in the Combine.
Oh.
Maelstrom. Does it have jump jets?
No, it doesn't.
No.
It's, I mean, I'm not saying it's bad. I mean, it's not bad, but the tag is certainly a choice on a 75-ton mech.
It's bringing in semi-guided missiles and getting a free spot for my LRM mech. Why am I bringing this thing over a Falconer or a Penetrator?
Something actually dangerous.
Yeah.
You bring all 3 of them, and this one's for tagging with something in the back. Maybe.
The problem is all the other 75-tonners that we keep going on about, they don't have LRMs.
Is it cheaper BV-wise? That's why?
It's 1,700 BV, so it's still not a cheap mech because it's fast and it's got long-range weapons.
It's cheaper than the Falconer.
It's cheaper than the Falconer. Yes. It's
okay,
cheaper than the Dragonfire.
I'm doing a budget build, then okay, so far, yeah. It's cheaper, but like I don't know.
That's not dangerous.
What do the variants look like?
Not good.
There's one with more small lasers and a Beagle and an ECM. Okay. It does have a lot of armor. It's at 231, so it is max armor. So there is that.
A fast, heavily armored battle armor killer?
Not even. You don't have enough medium pulse lasers or things like that.
There's only 2 medium pulse.
I mean,
small lasers. Small lasers puts you in swarm range,
which is not a good thing.
No.
There is one with an heavy large laser in Clan ERPPC and 3 medium X pulse, and a boosted C3 and a supercharger. So that one probably has a BV of 2,500.
Yeah, that is a Combine and NovaCat exclusive.
For way too much BV.
For way too much BV. 2,500. I can probably have a better mech for that.
The base one, the 5K is BV is almost the exact same as the standard Penetrator.
I mean,
Both
I mean,
are
hell.
cheaper than the Falconer, granted, but you're still going around like 22 something hundred BV for a 3-4 pilot.
I mean,
Major
as
saying that
Mendros,
it reminds him of the Marauder 3L, the one that's
yeah.
schizophrenic. Yeah, kind of. I
No,
mean,
I can-
Yeah. I mean, at this point, why wouldn't we just take a cheaper but more ubiquitous Marauder?
yeah.
Now I could see the 6K taking that, and that's just your special, your E warfare thing. It's got your
It's an
Beagle, it's
heavy. It
got
would
your
be an
ECM, and
heavy
it's
E
got a
war
tag.
mech, which is
Yeah.
not a
I
bad
mean-
thing because sometimes you want something that's going to do E war longer than a Hitman that is going to be sneezed at and blow up.
You have
Which is
the
the
armor to at
problem.
least go first and find
Yeah.
the minefield.
There you go.
You have the active probe, so you're fine. That's minesweeping equipment.
Yeah,
And
you've
it's
got
got
you've got
17
a
double
75-ton
heat
minesweeper.
Actually, hold on. The that 6K is heat neutral on Alpha Strikes because it doesn't have any special weapons and 17 double heat sinks. So you
Yeah.
got 27 heat for 34 sinking capacity.
You also just aren't going to be firing your PPC and small lasers at the same time, but
True.
I mean, if you're shooting your
Really hope
PPC and
that-
your small laser at the same time, you're in trouble.
really hope that
19
tag is
Okay.
is backing up something.
Okay, that's one of the reasons you might want it. It's always heat neutral. The base one has 19 doubles.
Yeah.
So that's 36 weapons heat, 38 sinking. You can run and fire this thing, and you're cool always. Maybe that's why. It's just constant fire.
Give this to the early. Give this to your budding mech warriors. They're like, okay, just face roll the controls. You're fine.
You'll
Try
be
tag something
fine.
for the artillery.
3060 brings us the Shigenja and
The
the
heck is
Toyama. The Toyama being the very good one of the two, let's be quite honest. This one is a threat even at the base model for the Toyama at 14 double heat sinks, 2 ER large, an LRM-20, 3 medium laser, and an LB-10X. It does everything you want a 75-tonner mech to do, more or less.
Doesn't it kind of
Toyama
look like the
is the
Grendel?
Toyota Helix of the Free Worlds League. Oh wait, no, it's Porta Blake in Scorpion Empire. Question mark? Oh, it's a Blake's mech.
Yes,
That's why
it's a
it's-
Toyama.
that's why it's okay.
It's named after the guy who did not smother Blake with a pillow. Definitely not. He
Oh.
definitely did not do that.
Okay, that's why it makes sense.
Isn't he the
It's-
guy who was like, look at this new religion I've created?
There you go. It has bad reputation as a quirk because it's a Blake's mech.
Because
But-
it's called.
Because it's
all
called the
Blakist
Toyama.
mechs have that, basically.
Yes. But I mean, you've got a version with a C3i computer with a smaller LRM rack, but a C3i computer, a compact gyro, and the fancy PPCs, 2 light PPC and an heavy PPC. It's a bit schizophrenic as well for the upgrade kits, but the basic one is it replaces your Orion fairly well in a lot of formations, I would say. You don't have the improved anti-air targeting. That'd be a thing to maybe put on there. But with an LBX, 2ER large, and LRM-20, you are still going to be able to shoot down planes. You've got 3 medium lasers for defense. 14 double heat sinks is a little bit tight with 2 ER large, but you can shoot the ER large and the LB-10X and not worry too much, basically.
Yeah, you can do that and you're fine. It's just long balling with the LRM-20, but it's a standard. It doesn't have Artemis with 2 tons, so you can throw some very funny munitions in that if you want. Since
D3
it's
means it can just be
Thunder.
anywhere in the formation.
Thunder LRMs, landmines.
There's a version with medium variable speed pulse lasers because Blakeists, and that one does have an Artemis 4 guided LRM-20. The Toyama is a solid mech that you're never going to be able to find because, well, it's a Blakeist mech. So you can have it during the jihad, basically salvage one and you're fine. But after the jihad, you probably will not be able to use one either. So It's a machine in its own particular, category. Just like the Shugenya major saying here. This one is also in a particular category of being a C3 master computer carrying machine. That's why for a 75-ton mech, you look at it and you're like, well, it doesn't look like it has much. It's 4.6, an ERPPC, two regular large laser, and an MRM-20 or an LRM-20. 30, yeah. So it's an LRM-20 or an MRM-30 because you can basically swap one for the other by sneezing at it. But what it really has is a C3 master computer, which is still not super common. Let's face it.
In that era, yeah. More
Well,
likely
for
to use
all
a
eras, I
partisan
would
for,
say.
More likely to use a partisan for a master computer when this thing came out.
You've got a version with an ERPPC, 2 light PPCs as well, and B pods, and an ECM. Okay, that one's your fancy one. And they were smart and put max armor on it because your C3 master computer, should have max armor.
And remember, boys and girls, C3 master computers can also work as tags.
Yes,
they do have built-in tag,
which is not bad, really. It does have hyperextended actuator, but also exposed actuators. So don't get swarmed. But you can flip your arms.
The B pods.
There you go.
And the A pod. There you go.
But you can flip your arms and shoot your ERPPC and your large lasers behind you when you're running away because you want to protect that C3 computer. I mean, an MRM-30 with 2 tons of reload is still quite a bit of a threat, especially now that they're actually going to start hitting. But like I said, you can easily swap the 30 for an LRM-20, and that wouldn't be a bad thing to put on there either. I would probably prefer an LRM-20 to the MRM-30 that's on there, but you know.
Well, you also got to remember this is a C3 mech. Therefore, your spotter can get you that close range targeting computers targeting for your MRMs. Which I think helps with spread as well.
And so it's a Korean mech, so hey, Venom, see?
Yeah, so you can be at long range, and I believe you can get your short range spread.
You're gonna be able to shoot your large lasers and your MRM-30 if someone's very close to your target and with a very good accuracy. So it's not bad. It's just it's more specialized than almost anything else that we've seen up till now. Just like the Toyama is specialized for a particular army.
Yeah, put it in lance with a couple of with like a Jenner C and a couple of Grand Dragons. So they're pumping Gauss rifle and ERPPC shots into something, and then this waddles up and then sandblasts it with that MRM.
There you go. There's weird ones as well. I'm not sure where they come from in the books. There's weird one as well. There's the Perseus that I've already talked about. It's an Orion, but it's Omni. That's basically it.
The Orion we have at home.
It's the fancy Orion. It's a little bit weird.
Oh boy,
there's the very terrible Horus, which is also inspired from the Orion, but this one's bad because 3 extended range. Is it extended range or enhanced? Extended LRM 10 and an ER medium laser on a 75-ton mech. I'm not sure. Let's go with that. So
if we could switch to the clans for a hot second, I would remind the Barak came out.
Ooh. The Barak. Which is
Barak, the reason why we can't have nice things.
The reason why you can't have nice things.
It's 6 heavy medium lasers and an ultra AC-20 and a bad attitude. Okay.
Yes.
That is
20 double heat sinks.
Well, it kind of needs it. Oh, there's a version with an AG 40.
Yeah. Yep. I love that. Yeah. The cluster hit table goes to 40, and I plan on using it. Now you're gonna sit here as I roll for locations.
Well, I don't know where this one came out. The Defiance came out in what book?
Jihad.
TRO
TRO
3075.
3075.
The
Clear
Defiance
and
is
Commonwealth.
well, we decided to make a bigger Warhammer, basically, right? Is it great? I don't think so. 12 double heat sinks is not enough to be shooting all those things with ER in front of the name.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
the
even
thing.
just the 2 ER PPCs, that still will overheat you by 4.
That overheats you by too much. You have an
Overheats you by
LB10X,
too
so
much
you've
at
got
a
an
walk.
so you've got an LB10X, an SRM6, and a machine gun. So you're gonna overeat and you're gonna blow up for your because you're gonna roll too high on your ammo rolls.
Wait a second. 2 ERPPCs, an LB10X, a bunch of... This is just a Marauder.
It's a 75-ton Marauder,
Which
okay?
is a Marauder.
I mean, if it was
Not
just
Marauder,
the ER
Warhammer, sorry.
PPCs and the
Warhammer.
It's just-
LBX and 2 ER medium lasers, that would be fine. But then you had to keep going.
Yeah. And it uses a light engine at least, so there's that. It's not the really expensive things, but
We could have done that with a Marauder.
You should have
it
done
does
this
have
with
the
Marauder.
hyperextending actuators, like
We
the
could have done
Marauder.
that with a Marauder.
But it has barrel fists, which the Marauder doesn't have. Even though text said it does, but it doesn't. Never mind.
Sorry, that one scene from Macross isn't canon.
There you go. Wait. Triple strength myomer. So I mean,
We could have
there's
done that
a
with a
good
Marauder.
reason why it overeats, because it can activate that triple strength myomer and
Club
do
the Kleiner
things.
to death.
Do things.
We could have done that with a Marauder.
It just walks in and windmills its arms at you.
We
Like
could
a
have done
Marauder.
that with a Marauder.
The whole
I mean-
theme of this mech is we could have done this with a Marauder.
Pretty much.
But what about the variants? I think this is the one that has a really silly variant.
It has one with an XL engine, a compact gyro, a second SRM6 because reason. No ER lasers, so you're not going to run as odd, at least.
Small and medium pulse.
You know, for TSM mech, you gotta be a little careful with this one. Make sure you don't go too far over, I'm noticing.
I mean, if you go over and then you get close and you kick, it's still a 30 damage kick, which is not a good thing. But, you know.
I mean, that explains all the small lasers, so you can fire them just to trim your heat.
Yeah.
Pretty
Until
much.
someone with Inferno missiles or a plasma cannon shows up.
Or a plasma rifle, or a plasma cannon, or Inferno mines, or...
Heavy flamers. Any flamer.
It's one of the not as good ones, let's say. But even in lore, it's not, super.
Now, I wouldn't want to
Popular.
face it in a city fight, granted.
No.
But
Where it's going to overheat to activate its TSM and then windmill you to death.
Or,
I
go
would-
through a building like the Kool-Aid Man.
I would personally want to ditch the machine gun for an anti-missile system because you already have ER small lasers and an SRM. And
Probably
shotgun
would
from
be
the
smarter.
LBX. Yeah,
That's
you don't-
Probably be
That is a
smarter.
half ton of ammo, so does that fit? 'Cause you could
Oh,
be-
no, it won't fit then.
No, yeah.
Well, take off half a ton of armor.
Oh, we're talking... I'm sorry, guys. I spaced out. We're talking about the Helopolis now?
Well, that's the next one I'm going to put. I pulled up. That
Yep.
thing is a...
Love
is
it.
a choice. It's
Love
a
it.
choice. You love
Isn't
it?
that
Best
like-
choice. Love it, love it, love it.
Yeah, that's one of those artillery mechs.
Yeah,
Love it.
sniper artillery piece.
Love it.
Because reason.
Well,
Because
someone had to make
Starleague,
the early mistake.
because
Because
Starleague
propellants.
because the Starleague wanted a mobile artillery platform on a battle mech chassis. They had the Thor, they had all the other artillery tanks. They wanted to try it out with a mech, and the artwork for the primitive version is really cool. But the rest of them are also cool too. Yeah, look at that.
Be
You'll see
good.
it.
mean, the primitive one, I mean, I understand why they came out because you're at a point, you're building mechs, and you're like, could we stick an artillery gun on those things? Yeah, sure. Why not?
Most commonly, you're going to do an Arrow 4 until the cut down snub nose single map sheet cannon versions come out. But yeah, you can.
One of the
I mean-
variants came out for Solaris 7.
Welcome to Vest, where we go like, could we take an artillery mech and put it in an arena fight? Because reason.
Yeah, because if I see two guys locked into close combat, I'm just going to drop a high explosive shell in between y'all and let y'all figure out the damage from there.
Sadly,
It's not-
it's a sniper. Well, it's not bad. It's not a long tom, but it's not bad. But
Sniper's what, 15 damage?
20.
20?
10.
20.
I mean, it's 18 map sheet range. That's perfect. I mean,
The area effect halves, doesn't it? So it would go 20, 10, 5, 0.
Correct.
So it's still got a little bit of a splash to it. It's not bad.
I still
I don't
want to
know.
get
I
direct
mean,
fire
it's-
by that thing.
there's so few artillery mechs that, there's a reason why it's there.
It has 13 tons of standard armor.
Oh, yeah. It's slow at 3.5, but I don't need my artillery mech to go 5.8.
I will carry it
Land
off the
wolf.
battlefield with the Tombow we talked about 2 weeks ago. I will carry it off the field with my Tombow.
It's
There you
fine. It
go.
only needs to be on like 18 map sheets away. That's as close as
Pretty
it
much-
needs to be.
Pretty much just the 4H is what's being used. 2 of these are just Star League. One of them is a Capellan and Canopus thing. But pretty much just the 4H is what's
Yeah.
being used.
I mean, all the others have not been in production since 2775. So,
If Mech Factory's to be believed, I believe the Free Worlds League gets it as well post Jihad.
Everyone basically in the periphery. Even the Steiners get their hands on this thing.
I mean, it's built
yeah,
on
it's
Solaris
Intersphere-
7, so
It's Intersphere General. The 4H is Intersphere
Yeah.
General. By
everybody
early
can basically buy it off on Solaris from the people at Vest. Vest is basically Keltec, if you
Yeah.
start looking at it. So,
Yeah.
Then what is Quicksell then?
Quick Sell is Quick Sell.
Taurus, Llama, all the
Everyone's
shitty
got
gun
it.
makers.
Talmar and Vesper Marches get it. Solaris has it. The Regulans
I mean, you'd
have
be
it.
able to swap that sniper for an AC-20
The
for
Endurians
fun as
have it.
well.
I mean, in theory, you could swap the sniper for a heavy Gauss, but why would you do that?
It's not as fun that now.
It's not as fun, but it would be surprising. Someone going like, it's an Elopolis. I will get close, and his SRM-6 and medium laser will fight me. And then you just get a face full of Gauss rifles.
Yeah,
It's just
and
standing there
and
menacingly.
finally, the artwork for the primitive Holopolis is not beating my allegation I made a couple of weeks ago, which is that the primitive artwork is really cool and oftentimes looks cooler than the main artwork.
Yes.
That's why there's so many primitive retro mechs out. They just look cooler.
I mean, I've got a model of I've got the Ironwind Metals mini for the primitive Thunderbolt, and it looks cooler than the CGL Thunderbolts, even the jumping Thunderbolt. I love
Yep.
it.
Gothardammerung, which is a very, very late record sheet 3150, technical readout 3150. So this is a late Dark Age model. It's your
What if-
Thunderbolt on steroids, basically.
Yeah. What if Thunderbolt, but 10 tons heavier with advanced tech?
But still not
And
enough
we
heat
hate-
sinks.
And we also, unlike Thunderbolt pilots who seem to always come back from the front lines ready to go again, we actually don't like these guys, and we don't want them to be able to eject.
Which is a big problem. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I am
Pretty much
not a
win all your
fan
fights.
of the torso-mounted cockpits, so that's already a strike against it.
Pretty much just a Steiner, Merc, and Seafox gets their hands on one for probably Tiburon Cognate.
Yep. It
What do you
doesn't
mean
have
with-
a whole lot of ammo for its LRM-15, which the ammo is mounted in the head.
Compact
Because
Shredder.
all the
all
medium
air
lasers
shots.
are mounted in the center torso, so you don't really have that good of an firing arc. You've got that
Heavy
ERPPC in the arm, which is not, that is a good place for it. But I'll be very honest. I will take a Thunderbolt over the Gotterdammerung most of the time.
I really don't. If I'm going to spend the battle value that a battle Gotterdammerung is worth, which by the way I believe is German for Godfall or Godfall
Twilight
of
of
the
the
Gods
Gods.
or something. Twilight, which goes hard as hell, but the mech is just. I could get like 2 regular Thunderbolts, like 2 like decent Helm refit Thunderbolts for this, or I could get a clan mech for this, and I'm Lyrans and Kellhounds, so it's not like I'm hurting for access to clan tech.
And I mean, I don't like eat 47 on 24.
It's 231 points of armor, so it's just going to get ignored.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this thing confuses me. Realistically, you're just popping that ERPPC every turn, and then what? Just
The LRM
bottle up
15
and
when
hope
you
they,
can.
and occasionally the LRM. And it's like
And just
it's a
hope
long
they don't
range support.
backstab.
It's a PPC and LRM every turn, but then again, that's also a Thunderbolt.
Mm-hmm.
The Thunderbolt is also going to get in and then make it every point of armor worth it.
What quirks do we have on the Gotterdammerung?
Nothing, because it's a modern mech. Oh, difficult ejection.
Yep.
Because the
Like
We
not
don't
even a
even
good
get-
one.
We don't even get Battle Fists or
No.
Rugged or
Nope.
because Thunderbolt gets Battle Fist, don't it?
Thunderbolt? No,
It
just
ought
gets
to.
You
stable.
get rugged, easy to maintain, a bunch of the good quirks for that. But I'm
It gets multi-track.
you get multi-track
Thunderbolt gets multi-track.
because you multi-track drift with it.
multi-track, rugged 2, and ubiquitous.
I mean, yeah.
I mean,
look
I'll
at,
take
the Thunderbolt.
multi-track. That negates the secondary target penalty. It's not bad.
Yep.
But Gotterdammerung, it's an average Lyran L in my opinion. It's giving. We wanted a new Thunderbolt and we failed because we saw the Lyrans making new Orions and we wanted a new old mech and we failed.
I mean, for comparison, look at the Thunderbolt 10S, so which has the ER-PPC, LRM 15. You even have 2 tons of ammo. Then it also has those ER medium lasers and even an ER large laser for the cost of a bit less armor.
Not bad.
Less structure.
Yep.
Not a big
And then
thing. Yeah.
and then the Jade Falcons are at the same time would be rolling up with the Thunderbolt 2C, and that's got like improved heavy lasers and a Streak 15
Which,
Yeah.
oh, you have more armor? That's cute.
and Case 2.
The Inferno, another super modern thing from Ilclan Volume 8, Volume 9. So,
hi, Gypsy Danger from Pacific Rim.
It is
pull
Gypsy
the
Danger.
big picture up.
It is Gypsy Danger from Pacific Rim. Yes.
It's either Gypsy Danger or Striker Eureka. Striker had the missile launchers.
There you go. Is it a bad mech? It's in that odd category for me.
I'm interested to run one. I'll use a Black Knight mini or a Crusader mini. Yeah, probably a Crusader mini to represent it.
Okay, I don't
But
mind
I'm interested to
this,
try it.
I don't mind this because the heavy PPC, all right, those are nice. 2 MML5s. Okay, so you have 2 tons of ammo for LRMs and SRMs, but 2 medium re-engineered lasers. With the amount of special armor running around and hardened armor, yes, please. I'll take that.
Compact gyro, so it's a little bit tougher there, and it has a standard engine, which is also plenty tough.
It's
4.6.
You're because it's a Davion mech. You are fighting against hardened armor DCMS machines, and you are fighting against Feral Lamellard of Snow Raven machines.
Mm-hmm.
So it is the prime is very decent. It's gonna be tough, which is good for a mech in its category. It's not super fast, so in Ilclan era might not be enough, but it can do quite a few things. Battle Fist is not bad. Easy to pilot is very good.
There's a Thunderbolt 15 variant.
Mm-hmm.
The C.
There's a nice clan variant because there's a Romeo variant for it. Wait.
It typically carries a big energy weapon or energy weapons in its center torso, which is cavernous because of that compact gyro and standard fusion engine. So it does qualify as a zombie.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
very reasonable as a mech. Doesn't have that much pod space, but it has room to put the stuff in, which is not a bad thing.
Yeah, that
So,
OR's nasty. Wow.
I mean, you've got one with an ERPPC and a Gauss rifle, so it can mimic a Falconer a little bit. It's just not as fast. MML5,
It's a slower
MML5,
Falconer.
Thunderbolt 15, because that's fun. And 3ER medium laser, that's also fun. I mean, that one is a missile party.
Case two in both torsos for ammo.
Also, make sure you fire the MML5s first, so the AMS shoot at the MML5, and then your Thunderbolt 15 will hit.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Yep.
One with 2 LRM
I mean,
15
it's
and
a-
an ERPPC, 2 ER small. I mean, it's a very reasonable mech and a very decent zombie, which is not something
Oh.
you see a whole lot of in the Ill Clan era, let's say.
Oh, and you are an Omni-Mech, so you will be able to carry all those fun Davion battle armors, or
Yep.
salvaged Capellan and salvaged Kuritan battle armors. Or if you're Liao or Kurita and you salvage one of these things, but you get the point.
Yep.
Yeah.
It can carry battle armor.
You
Which is a
just
good thing.
be careful that because it doesn't have weapons in its arms. So if you're carrying battle armor, you can't shoot anything.
Well, you've got battle fists. You got to punch
So you
people.
can
That
throw
is
hands, but you can't shoot. As long
Now,
as
who I just
No,
did a
it's-
video
I'm
on.
just saying
so-
I'm just saying there's hold on before we go to the Lao. I'm just saying it is an option in the grand scheme of things. Not the best 75 tonner ever, but it's a rare intersphere heavy Omni-Mech, and it's a decent mech overall. Grand scheme of things, it's a C, but as a Davion mech in a vacuum, it's definitely an A in my opinion.
it'll fight its corner.
It'll have a good reason to exist. I already talked about the Lao recently. It's quite decent in its particular scheme of being a very expensive AC-20 carrier.
It's a
But-
Capellan win.
Yeah, it's a common Capellan win in that particular era.
When Capellan players who know the full rules play a Capellan list, they're bringing mentions to carry the battle armor and all that stuff. But because I'm a basic, what you call it? Yeah, because I'm a basic bitch, I bring a Lauhu in all my Capellan lists because it's just you got the LRM to fire LRM smokes to cover your advance. You get up close to that LB-20. I mean, it's a no-brainer. Anyone can run a Lauhu.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need a specialized a doctorate to be able to pilot or bring a Lauhu to the table.
Yeah.
With stealth armor.
Yeah, even the
Sort of.
stealth variant. Even the stealth variant's a no-brainer. The stealth armor's on to get you into close range.
Then you got the Mortis.
I remember when this was introduced in Clicky Tech, and we thought this was the coolest thing ever. There is, I believe, that particular one, the blue one. I
Mhm.
believe its special pilot ability for its named pilot was that you could make a melee attack from like 3 inches away because of the scythe, which is actually a sword or an axe.
It's an
It's
hatchet.
just stylized to
It's a
look like a
hatchet.
scythe. Yeah.
It's
So it's stylized
MVPPC,
to look
Rocket
like a
Launcher 10,
scythe.
MML5, hatchet. It is
AES in both arms.
it is a bit specialized, let's say, very specialized. AMS, AES in both arms, so you are going to it with that hatchet and that MVPPC. You can't have triple strength myomer in AES though, if I remember right. So that is an unfortunate trait of it.
Would we say that the Mortis, given its loadout, would we say that it's like a Capellan headhunter mech? It's designed to go after priority target mechs?
It's what happens when you make a very good Solaris mech and then all the periphery buys it because, wow, that's actually very reasonable and it's fast and it jumps.
And that AES is going to let our unskilled pilots be able to hit with the PPC and the hatchet.
I mean,
There
hey,
you go.
hatchet can take heads.
I mean,
So it's
15
on-
damage
it's on-
hatchet with a -2 to it or something like that is going to be pretty damn bad.
It's on the
You need to
Capellan
be able
list,
to bring it to
Leaguer
bear,
list.
but I mean, you go 585, so you should be able to. I mean, you could stick a supercharger on it, but I don't know where you'd take off the ton for it.
Drop the
I
rocket
want the
launchers.
rocket. I want the rocket launcher 10 to go away. I don't.
It's only a half ton. That's the thing. A rocket launcher 10 is half ton. I'd almost put an ER small laser instead, personally.
APOD?
Yeah.
Nah, APODs are never
M-Pod. M-Pod.
good.
Because you're
are fun.
already going to be up close. You're already going to be up close, hitting them in the face with the hatchet. Just pop that M-Pod for 15.
And I know Tanky will love the MS-1P, which has a large variable speed pulse laser and a TSEMP instead.
Oh.
Yeah, this hatchet's
You
gonna
know-
hit if you're
no.
off.
I know exactly.
If you're offline, that hatchet is going to hit. That's
I
part of
know
the problem.
exactly which Clicky Tech dial that one is. The first Mortis that got released, its special pilot was Vic Vanilla. I don't know if he was Kelly's husband or Kelly's brother or something, but his special ability was called Colorblind. And basically, you could swap green on the dial or red on the dial interchangeably, so you could go from having a T-Semp weapon to a pulse weapon. That's what that one is.
No.
That is your Capellan Headhunter. That one's on the Capellan list. And
Yeah.
just
It's
about no one
exclusively
uses it
used by the
past-
CCAF. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like T-Semps, but you know.
But if you're gonna put it on a mech that's meant to be in your face anyways,
I mean, if you're gonna do that, stick stealth armor on it, or I don't know. It always is missing something. The Mortis looks really cool, but I always feel like it's missing something. And I'm not sure what, but I always feel like it's missing something.
It just feels really lightly armed for a mech of that tonnage, but it's being taken up by that engine.
Well, it's a 375 XL, so it's not something that fancy. It's got endo steel, so it's pretty big. It's got decent armor.
it's because it also wants to jump.
Yeah.
And then also wants to have those AESs.
It's
in
trying to
both
do
arms.
as much as it can with what it's able to actually shove in when it's still a standard armor.
It feels like a Gundam mech and not a Battletech mech. Let's
You
go
know,
with that.
to your point about trying to do a lot, it's again one of those clicky tech mechs that it got a dial and it got like a rough framework of what it does, but they didn't make a Battletech record sheet for it until the Dark Age TROs came out. And so they were like, okay, well, we'll give it a hatchet, we'll give it a big energy weapon. It's got these little spots across its chest, so like, can we put an LRM on? No, we can't. Well, we want it to fly. So they were trying to make a Battletech record sheet based off of a clicky dial.
Mm-hmm.
And that and unfortunately there's several mechs like the Shinyi, I would argue, falls into that category as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool though. It needs
Oh, yeah.
it's definitely something I would do a hero refit to make it do something.
I dig it.
AES plus pulse laser?
Hell,
So it's
you know what?
going to hit.
Because it is on the Canopus list, give that to the Canopan Highlanders. They already like getting into melee.
Yeah.
We're going to look real quick because we're going to have to end this soon, but the Onslaught, which is
A heavy piranha.
a heavy piranha. Yeah, that's the best way to say it.
Ouch.
Fast enough with an Angel ECM, 6
Ooh.
machine guns, 2 SRM6, a light AC5, and a X-Pulse laser.
What size on that X-Pulse laser?
Large
Say
X-Pulse.
large. You're just a fat medium mech, dude. You're just a really fat ass overweight medium mech.
I mean, it's meant to kill infantry. Well, I mean, it's a Solaris mech, so 6 machine guns in Solaris is actually really good because it doesn't generate heat. So that's
Protected
It
action.
looks pretty.
It doesn't generate heat, and it makes a light show on the enemy mech when the bullets start pinging off of its armor.
And that's
there's a
just
version
it.
with a UAC 5 instead of a light AC5 and a large laser instead of the large pulse.
New UAC rules aren't bad.
Yeah. And I think that's probably the better version because the large X pulse generates just so much heat. But I mean, it's a good weapon, so it evens out. So I mean,
Look, I know for a fact that there are two medium that for its battle value, I guarantee you there are two medium mechs out there that I could take that will do exactly what this thing does in one chassis.
Probably. But
I
this
mean,
is a Solaris only. It's
yeah,
a Solaris exclusive, so it's like, are you
it
really
is
going to?
very
Solaris-
very specialized, and the
Solaris
way Solaris
timescale-
time scales work, the MGs are very very good. Most if you're playing against a guy that's really played in Solaris and knows the Solaris rules, you're gonna have all the mechs are gonna have machine gun because of that. So
I think the way it worked was that each turn in Solaris was like 1 second.
Yeah.
Or something like that. The Solaris rule book was a whole new set of rules specifically for Solaris gladiatorial combat, and you could argue clan trial warfare, but it made it to where small rapid fire weapons like machine guns and small pulse lasers were the kings of the battlefield, and the ERPPC could only fire like every couple of turns and generated insane levels of heat.
Then there's the drug
And you're
addled
lucky to get.
Prometheus. There's no other way of
Oh,
calling
yeah.
this thing.
Wasn't that a one-off?
That is a one-off.
Okay.
So there's no
we
big
clobbered a Mad Cat, a Summoner, and a couple of other mechs together at the NAIS with Clan Salvage to make it.
Then there's the Reconquista, which is, we're gonna stick an ICE on a mech.
We're gonna fight back the Scorpions, and then they lost.
Who would have thought? No, it's not even to fight the Scorpions originally. It's to fight the Umayyads. Like it was like, let's fight mechs with things that are like mechs, and AC-10 LRM-10 machine gun. I mean, for an ICE mech, it's not terrible. But
that's the one I'm going to take over that ice mech we talked about earlier. That's going to be my mainline militia heavy mech.
It is a thing, definitely. Shiro, which is
love it.
odd.
I'm buying 6. Nope, not odd. Great mech. Love it.
Mhm.
Buying 6 of the Kurita command boxes just to get Shiros.
I mean,
love
it goes 5/7 with Ardent Armor. Does it have at least enough Ardent Armor to make it worth it?
It was the mainstay of my SA001 Clicky Tech lists. I love it.
I don't
I'm a
know why
Shiro
it has the
stan.
LBX2, but okay.
21 tons.
They had
of
to limit its power
hardened
level
armor,
somehow.
168 points of it.
Mm.
I see it.
You know what? Replace that LB2X with a ER large laser, and buff up the Ardent Armor to stupid levels.
Look
I
at
mean,
the variant.
The variant
It's
with an
got-
ERPPC, I mean, is
Wait,
just
It
better.
has
But
4 clan LRM 10s? What the hell?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
I mean, 4 Clan
It is-
LRM-10 and a sword is very decent.
3 tons of ammo.
It's a 75-ton archer that uses clan tech wrapped up to look like a suit of samurai armor. And by the way, the fluff for this thing, basically, this is like, it doesn't matter if you're a private first class or a general. If you do something incredibly awesome in service to the coordinator, it is an honor to be put in a Shiro, and an even higher honor to get the clan ERPPC Shiro. And furthermore, it is such an honor that if you even jokingly say, "Oh, I'd like to pilot a Shiro one day," wouldn't that be something? Nope, you're banned. You are never going to get to drive a Shiro. It is that much of an honor. So, in the pilot cards for the 2 pilots in the command lance, someone locally was like, "I like how one of the Shiro pilots, the fluff is about how his sister's a thought and he doesn't like her." And I'm like, well, if it stands to reason that expressing a desire to drive a Shiro gets you banned from it, bragging about driving a Shiro would get you banned from driving it. So yeah, I don't want to talk about driving the Shiro, man. I don't want to talk about it. It's an honor.
I mean, stick an ER large laser in and triple strength myomer in. You get 2 extra tons of Ardent Armor, which is not bad.
To
And,
modify a Shiro is a great dishonor. Only filthy mercenaries and Davions would do that.
So,
Well,
anyways,
welcome to
there's
the
the
club.
Shiro variant.
The
And here
ERPP,
comes my Shiro variant,
the Clan ERPPC variant switches the hardened for 14.5 tons of ballistic reinforced.
which
What is that?
I'm not.
Against Davians, dear
That's
lord.
good. But I mean,
Snow Ravens use a lot of autocannons too, I think.
Mhm. Yeah,
And Gauss rifles, that's for resisting Gauss rifles, if you think about it that way.
Ghost
or
Bears
I mean,
have
those bears
Ghost
have
Bears have
them, and
some.
Ghost Bear, yeah.
But
I mean, it's
otherwise,
not
this seems a
bad.
lot like the Orion.
Ghost Bears have a lot of hags. They're one of the few hag
which is a
manufacturers right
good
now.
thing.
I mean, personal biases aside, yes, the Shiro does have problems. It does have faults. It just looks really cool.
It looks really cool. There's no questions there.
It's
Okay.
one of the totem mechs that doesn't look totally retarded, like a giant bird.
Look, I can stick a
Falcon.
hatchet on there instead of the sword, and then get the Kuretans really mad.
If this is
Be even
supposed to
better.
be an elite pilot, then
Jayhawk.
you don't need the
Well-
-1 to hit from a sword.
Well, you see, that's the thing. You don't have to be an elite pilot with the honor and privilege of driving a Shiro.
You just have to be really cool and like the Gunjino Kanrei a whole lot.
You have to do something really awesome in the eyes of the coordinator, and in the service. Do something awesome in the eyes of the Ganji, but also do something really awesome in service to the coordinator.
You know what?
Oh,
As
can
someone
we
that
talk about
likes
the
running,
Triskelion?
I do like running archers, the K series archers, just so I can run up and punch people while I'm in the middle of a fight. I like this.
No, I don't dislike. I really don't dislike the Shiro.
I
Ardent
probably
armor,
painted up as
not sold on the fact that it has Ardent armor and the AC2, but there's a few different things you could probably do with it.
I'd probably do it as sword and
With
sabers.
the AC2, they had to limit its power level somehow. Had to reflect the clicky tech art, but I mean, if you're thinking about it, 4 LRM-10s, you're a fire support mech. They're clan LRM-10s, no minimum range. You've got hardened armor, so you're going to last as a fire support mech. You're going to last. You're going to be able to take damage when they try and get up on you, and you've got the sword to hit back with. So
it's
it
quite
makes
decent.
a little bit of sense. The only thing it should have, in my opinion, you're the Kuretans. Why don't you have a C3 version or a C3M version?
Well, remove the ECM on it and stick a C3 instead. I mean, it wouldn't be that complicated, but I know what you mean. The famous Thanatos, which is another thing that's a little bit all over the place. Let's face it. It is fast. It can jump. It can shoot. It can do just about everything. It does EWAR with a C3 and Guardian ECM. So
that should be on ECCM mode to keep your own C3 network up.
Yeah,
normally, yes.
And starting fighting against clanners and then switching to WAB, most definitely.
The thing is, it's another one of those 75-ton mech that just doesn't have. It has that RMRM-20, I guess, if you want to do the big punch, but ER large, 2 ER medium pulse. It's a bit anemic in terms of damage.
With the MRM buff, it's not that bad.
Yeah, there's going to be a nice improvement to it.
It's 100% available now in the Davion Heavy box, and if I'm running a Davion list on a budget, I mean, I'll take it over. If I can't afford a Falconer, I'll take the Thanatos.
Steiner's
I'll take a Penetrator before. It's part of my problem with it.
The 6S does have improved jump jets and a heavy PPC.
But it's at a top speed of 4.6 instead. The two other kits are 4.6 instead of 5.8. But I mean, one is 4.64 and the other one's 4.66. So I mean, it is decently mobile, but with improved jump jets, I'd rather than heavy PPC, stick more X-pulse lasers or things like that on it. So you can hit while jumping, basically.
And wasn't this one of the MechWarrior 4 mechs that got canonized?
No. The Thanatos is an old. It was in 3RO 3067. So It probably was
Yeah.
released around the same time. That's the
Because
thing.
I know the Chimera falls under that category as well.
It is possible. I'd have to check the release dates of everything.
Yeah.
That's part of the thing. I mean, it's got a whole bunch of MechWarrior Online configs that exist that I've never played with. But I mean, there's one with 6 MRM10. That can be fun.
Good lord!
6 MRM10 with 10 tons of reload.
With the
Press
new
the button.
MRM rules, that thing, if we could translate that to the tabletop somehow,
can.
and the new MRM rules, that would be disgusting.
The thing is, all the MechWarrior Online ones, you should be able to translate almost one for one.
I mean, you pair that thing with the Behemoth 2 tank that has like 8 Thunderbolt 5s. I mean, the new anti-missile system rules and house ruled to let it or act in a bubble. Okay, that's cool. Well, I've got 10 MRM 10s and 8 Thunderbolt 5s coming at you. You can do the math.
I mean, I maybe would
problem.
reduce the amount of tonnage of ammo on it and put some
Yeah.
lasers. Even there, no, it's just fun to just roll your face on the dashboard and just see all the rockets fly away. It's
Oh
fun.
yeah.
There's one with a pair of light Gauss rifles. We will now ignore that version.
How fast does it? It'd still be a 4.6, right?
5.8 probably. I don't know that.
I don't
No, it's
like
a 4.6.
fast.
It's a 4.6.
I don't like fast light. 4.6 is the.
I am not sold on it. Not sold.
Put a C3. Put a C3 on it. Park it somewhere. It would be It would be okay. It would be okay.
The Tianzong from our friends at Ellispont.
Hey, that's the
Another
mech. That's the mech that's in McCarran's Armored Cavalry. I couldn't think about. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
The Tianzong.
I mean, do you like 2 Gauss rifles?
It's the blood aspat home.
Basically,
The
2 Gauss
Capellas-
rifle, 2 light PPCs, stealth armor,
You
and
don't
a bad
want
attitude.
to shoot at it, and it's just going to keep shooting at you. Actually, ghost rifles plus stealth armor is a good idea.
Yeah.
3 tons of reload, so it can shoot both 12 turns. That's more than enough. What's the point of light Gauss? They exist. That's the point of light Gauss
But
rifles.
these are light PPCs.
I mean, those are
They're
light
annoying.
PPCs, which are also not very good, if you ask me.
The point of a light Gauss rifle is that you're supposed to deploy them in battery on vehicles that will park on your side of the map and be firing at past clan ER large laser range for 8 damage per barrel.
Mhm.
There's a
You
partisan with 4 of them, and they are very annoying.
They're mainly annoying, which is what you would want them to do. So.
It's better when you
it's
put
a
them in-
damage. I'm sorry, go on.
It's better. It becomes even more dangerous when you put them, if you play with the strat ops rules and get them in a light fire support, because if one unit hits and you're firing multiple of these light Gauss, then the next one's going to have a -1 to fire. If he hits, the next one gets a -2. If he hits, the next one gets a -3. So it's one of those things that you want to throw a bunch of itty-bitty little things at someone just to hit them, so you get better numbers on the next member of the lance.
Yeah. You get
I personally
double.
prefer the Tianzong N1 with ER medium lasers instead of light PPCs. You got more ammo in a standard cockpit rather than a small cockpit. So you're not going to fall over as easily.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
I mean, light PPCs, I'm never sold on unless you stick PPC caps on them. With PPC caps, they're good.
A light PPC is nothing more than a super extended range medium laser anyway.
With a minimum range.
Yeah.
So it just needs a bodyguard so that you don't just walk up on it.
The Tianzong N2 has a pair of light Gauss and a pair of ER large, so you are going to outrange everybody on the battlefield.
Which is great because you'll melt down if you turn on that stealth armor.
And again, hilarity, this thing is on the Capellans and the Canopus list.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want some Canopus Highlanders, now you have another Gauss rifle unit. Have fun. Go nuts.
I mean, this one is Probably a thing. I mean, it's brand new. I mean, isn't it? Wasn't it released in 31, 30, 45? So it was originally probably in Clicky Tech and Friends. But I mean, it's still. I mean, story wise, it's recent. There's a new version in Shrapnel 22. There might be. I mean, it's not like I've read Shrapnel 22.
2 and 3.
I mean, I'd have to ask Fubo if he's seen them. And we'll finish with the. We might have skipped the prefect, but we'll finish with the funniest one of the lot.
Oh, I hate the
Skeleton.
this thing.
The Harpagos, but yeah, that one's good.
No, this is the funny one, the funniest one out there because it's got 3 legs.
I hate it.
Nope, I don't know. Quad V is also very funny.
Yeah,
you just crab walk back and forth.
Well,
and
the Quad Vs
the
are
problem
clan.
is that it's like all clan equipment on it, except for the fact that it's a tripod. So
Yeah.
is
Hi,
it
I'm
really
an
an
Intersphere
Intersphere
mech.
mech?
No, you are not an Intersphere mech.
Triskelion, you are not an Intersphere mech. We will. I mean,
It's
two
only an
clan
Intersphere mech.
LRM-15 and four large lasers. Let's be honest with that.
Good lord!
Yeah, this was a Republic
4
design.
ER large lasers?
No, 4 ER mediums. So 4
Oh,
regular
shit.
large lasers. But I mean, 2 LRM-15 is decent. 4 ER medium lasers is very decent. You go 5.8. You've got
And
decent
their
armor,
clan,
decent
Artemis
decent
5.
heat sinks.
Artemis
Oh, it has
5,
Artemis 5s on them? Ah, of course. Because
because
That
Republic,
explains
I
the
have all
anemic.
the ammo.
That explains the anemic loadout. Yeah, you have a 360-degree firing arc. You have a 360-degree movement arc. You also have hands for punching. Artemis 5
if you get it
clan
in the legs,
LRM-15s.
Targeting
you actually
computer.
are more reliable because if you get it in the legs, you get it in one of the 3 legs. So it technically is a better deal.
It has ECM.
I mean, about the only thing it can't do is go hull down like a quad, which it should be able to do because tripod.
Yep. But it's
But-
5.8.
So it's decently fast as well.
It gallops. And it's
And it
got
also
2
isn't
tons,
turning. It's going
2
to
tons
crab walk
per
back and
launcher.
forth.
So you can stay in the fight very
So
long.
it's always going to be making its max target movement modifier.
Case 2 in both torsos.
Yeah, those things are not funny, but would I say it's an Intersphere mech? No, it's a Tau Empire mech, as you can see from the symbol on the shoulder ear. It is a Tau Empire mech, so it is not
Yeah.
playable by anybody.
It's only an
Not be fair.
Intersphere mech because the clans haven't developed a tripod chassis base. They only have biped, quadruped, and quad V.
Well, you say that, but this is on the CFOX list.
Of
Because
course, it's on the
Lamau.
Well,
CFOX
the
list.
Ares mechs are on the Ares mechs
And-
are on the CFOX list too.
It's on 4 lists in Ilcon: Mercenaries, Wolf Dragoons, CFOX, and Smokejag.
Here's my mercenaries list. It's a Triskelion.
And it is almost 3,000 BV, so there is that as well.
Yeah, it's a little cut.
Megamech says it's a different number, but okay.
I mean, Artemis 5 is expensive tonnage-wise, space-wise, and battle value-wise, but good lord, you're a missile targeting computer with a +3 on the cluster chart with no minimum range.
And your lasers have a targeting computer as well.
I mean,
Good lord,
it's
this
just
thing.
a 1-ton targeting computer.
It's expensive, but it's gonna get its value.
I've
many coolant
never
pods
seen a
does it have?
Triskelion not
It
repay
doesn't.
for itself.
No coolant pods. It
I mean,
is.
15 I mean, 15
standstill,
heat
it's
sinks should be
neutral.
15 doubles is more than enough for that.
Yeah,
Because your lasers are going to generate 20. You
Yeah.
run for 2, and the LRM-15. How much is an LRM-15? It's 5 each.
It's 30 straight up. So stand still. You're heat neutral. And on an alpha strike.
And don't shoot one of the ER medium lasers. 1 turn out of 2, and you're fine.
And again, they're clan ER mediums.
Yeah, I mean they're
So
a discount large lasers. They do 1 less damage for 3 less heat.
Yeah, but they also have at least similar enough range of your LRMs that you're probably firing them at the same time.
Oh, you just
Its quirks are basically telling you, you cannot take this in a campaign. Stop trying.
there you go.
I am the boss mech of this map, and I'm going to make it your problem.
I mean, bring this as a boss for a team that's bringing like new players with a bunch of mediums and stuff like that. It is going to be a boss mech, and it's going to be a huge ass threat all the time.
And then you end the campaign so they can't salvage it.
Dick move, but it works. So yeah, I think someone was talking about the prefect. Oh yeah, the prefect's the big. No, the prefect. Which is the prefect?
No, not the rank.
That's the Wobie, not Wobie mech. Okay, yeah. Snub nose, heavy PPC, 2 ER medium lasers, decent amount of heat sinks, fairly fast. Yeah, this one's also a threat. Is a pretty big threat here.
I'm just looking at the Risk version. Is it radical heat sink system?
T-Simp, 2 snub nose, and an EVPPC. I mean, you gotta hate people every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the prefect is another fairly solid machine overall.
So definitely a lot of 75 tonners that like that 300 series engine.
I mean, it's pretty straightforward. I mean, you're going to have 300s or 375s in a 75 tonner. That's about the only engines you're going to stick on there because you want to go at least 4.6. 3.5's not fast enough on a 75.
It's really rare to get a 3.5, but then you go to like the 80 tonners and you have the awesome and you just slow it down to 3.5 and just add up on the firepower.
Oh yeah, and the armor. The awesome's a good mech. Very good mech. Very, very good.
So
mech.
It looks like for when you want to go into that assault range, then that's when you slow down and have tons of guns. But all these 75 tonners, they want to go fast enough. Probably because after the Timberwolf kicked everyone's teeth in, they wanted to do what the Timberwolf did.
Technically, the Flashman's the first one who did it. If you look at it,
and then everyone wants to keep up with that 5.8.
Mm-hmm. I mean, either by jumping or by going 5.8 yourself. Very few inner sphere mechs in the 75-ton range have a mask or supercharger. Well, if you look at the clan side of thing, they'll go 5.8 and add a mask or add a supercharger because they need to go even faster than the Timberwolf and the things that are fighting the Timberwolves.
What is it, like the Woodsman that does that?
The Woodsman's 4.6.
It's 4.6 and then has mask to get that speed.
Mask to get the good speed. Yes.
Yeah.
Woodsman is quite good as a mech as well. Let's be very honest. But
so I think because if you just have a Clan XL engine, then going 5.8's no problem.
Mm-hmm. All right. So we've covered most of the Inner Sphere 75 tonners and saw that it's a very good range. There's very few bad 75 tonners. Let's be honest. So next week there's Operation Guerrero that's coming out on Friday as a PDF. So I'm going to buy it and I'm going to read it. I know a few other people might as well, and there might be mysterious leaks of it. You never know. We'll see how many people have read it or if it's any good or not. And that's probably what we're going to talk about on next week's stream. So it sounds good for everyone?
Cool.
Yep.
All right. So I will see everybody later. I thank you very much for listening to us for so long. And there will be a drop video tomorrow for the Xiaoyu